Welcome to Absurditee. This is the podcast where we talk about current events and just random You never know what's going to come out of our mouths. I hope you enjoy. Let's have fun, boys. Absurditee.
Damn.
All right, we got it.
Just like that, we're back at it again.
Yeah, all right. So, what's up, guys?
All right. So we have somebody here.
We have.
We don't know him.
We don't know him. We literally just showed up at someone's house and we're like, "Hey, do you want to be a part of the podcast?" He said yes.
Moved all your shit in.
Yeah, we moved all our stuff, and here we are.
Funny story. He actually catfished me. I thought he was a 13-year-old girl on Tinder. But
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Well, that got weird quick.
Let's go back to the card thing.
Yeah, that got really strange really fast. Okay, well, first I want to start off with one. Okay, so I had a friend of mine. He was telling me a story about, well, not really a story, but he's on TikTok and he's like, does all the positivity stuff, right? And he said a company had called him, wanting him to like get into real estate because they've seen his TikToks, which is actually his boss's wife. That like it's part of the company she works for. I guess they talk about him and all that stuff. What kind of TikToks does he do? It's just all about spreading positivity, stuff like that. And I was like, man, we were like, let's just make sure it's not a scam. Like, I hope you did your research on it. And then he told me it was his boss's wife. Like, she works for that company. So I was like, okay, well, that's awesome, dude. Like, kudos to you if you can do it. I could never be a real estate person because if I was like showing a house, I'd be like, oh yeah, look at all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, we can't really afford it. I just be like, all right, have a nice day. Call me when you can. Like, I could not, because that's how I want other people to like talk to me. Like, I don't want someone to push a sale on me.
No, like, I mean, I was a salesman for a long, long time. You know what I mean? And I was doing like car sales and all kinds of shit. But my car selling techniques were way different. And I kind of took that step back because I don't even go on like test drives with the people that I sell cars to,
Yeah.
Because like you come in, the way I looked at it is like you come in for a reason to buy a car.
Right, yeah.
So me sitting here yakking out about a bunch of stuff isn't going to make anything any better. And then I went and I bought that truck like yesterday or whatever. And 98% of the reason why I bought that truck is because that guy was cool as shit.
Right.
And he came up to me and he said, hey, my name's D. What are you looking for? I said, kind of just a shitty truck. Give me A to B, you know what I mean? Throw some tools in the back or whatever. And he's like, man, I got this badass Ford right here. And I was like, all right, cool. I checked it out and then I went to go look at it. And then he just said, hey, remember, my name's D. I'm going to be in here. I'm a real hands-off guy. And I was like, all right, cool. I left, dude, like the dreaded, like, you got to leave real quick, but I'll be back later type thing.
Right.
And normally salesmen are like, well, let's just sit down real quick.
Right.
Dude, check this out. Let me just, just in case. And he didn't do that. He was like, man, all right, dude. He was like, here's my card. Don't forget about me. He's like, the truck's going to be here. And dude, I came back.
don't you dare forget.
Hey, at the end of the night, like it was like dark time now and I'm tired of shopping for cars. Me and my girl were out there for like 6 hours looking for cars. And I just went right back to that same place. I was all the way on the other side of town and I came all the way back because I remembered D and he was cool as shit. And I walked in there and then he just sold me the truck and that was it.
Yeah.
I didn't do 25 hours of paperwork, nothing.
Well, and that's kind of the way I got my truck too, was it was an old guy. Like, I mean, he was probably in his 60s probably. And he didn't push it on me at all. Like, he showed me 9 different trucks. Yeah. Because I told him, I was like, I want a truck. I want something to fit my 3 kids in the back seat. Yeah. And then be comfortable back there. And he showed me a couple trucks. The first truck I saw was the one I liked. Yeah. But I was like, I'm going to keep looking because I know the rule. Do not show interest in the very first vehicle you find. Yeah. So I was like, that's a nice truck, but let's keep looking. Yeah.
Pretty cool, yes.
And then I got to another truck, and I was like, ooh, I really like this one too. But I was still the same role. I was like, well, let's just move on. There's like 4 or 5 other trucks. I was like, they're all right. But they were like older model Fords, like early 2000s. And the first truck he showed me was a 2016 Ford. F-150, and the second one was a Chevy Silverado. I don't remember which year it was. And when I was originally going to go back for the Chevy, but when I got back there, that truck was gone. Yeah. I was like, man. Yeah. But the other one,
so you had to settle for it.
No, actually, I went because I really liked the Ford first, but I wanted to test drive the Chevy first.
Yeah.
So I could kind of get a feel of both of them. And when the Chevy was gone, I was like, oh, I guess let me test drive that Ford real quick. And so we went out. He rode with us, which I was like uncomfortable driving because when I have someone in the car that I don't know, I just feel weird driving. So I was like, 10 and 2. Like,
it feels like you're taking your driving test again.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh.
Yeah, like I'm getting great.
It's like someone who like is almost kind of like in possession of the car too. It's like the person trying to sell it to you. And you're just like, don't pay attention to how I drive.
Like, technically,
their property. So you're basically driving somebody else's car. And
like, and I don't want to like curb check it or anything. So I'm like really being careful. And when I got back to the dealership, the Chevy was there. I guess someone just went and test drove it. Yeah. And I was like, I really like this Ford, though, because it's nice. And we sat.
Very nice.
It's very nice.
It's very nice.
But we were like, we did the same thing. Like, we'll be back. Because not only because we wanted to look around more, but we had to go pick our kids up from school. Yeah. So we were like, we'll be back.
Well, see, that's the thing that my bad for interjecting, but that's the thing about like when I was selling cars from that, end of the spectrum, like people would say, I got to go get my kid from daycare or I got to, you know what I mean?
Right.
But some of those like cutthroat, salesman motherfuckers will not let you leave.
Right.
I don't care, You talk to your managers and they're like, you keep them in there, keep them in the seat, get them signing papers, blah, 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 just to try to get the process moving. And then in my head, I'm like, dude, just, back up a little bit.
Well, yeah, because like if that guy had been like, oh, well, let me talk to you about this, but I'm like, dude, I've really got to go. Like, I will be back. Yeah. But if he kept going, I probably would have been like, nah, I ain't coming back.
Exactly. Same thing with that D dude that sold me my truck.
Yeah, like if he would have tried to keep me there, I would have been like, never mind. We'll look somewhere else.
I mean, you could make someone sell their soul if you got the charisma for it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what sells things. Is like if you can make them feel comfortable.
If someone told me, oh, sorry, we can't really afford this right now, I'd be like, all right, see you later. Have a nice day. Keep me in mind if you can, whenever you can or whatever. But I couldn't be a salesman like for anything because I'm just like, okay. See,
it takes a lot of verbal push. Like you have to verbally push people and try to make them feel like they're the one making the decision.
Right.
It's a lot of manipulation that you got to do. That takes us
of power and stuff like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because you got to take control sometimes. And you got to lead the conversation. You got to lead them down your path. You know what I'm saying? But then when they get to that fork in the road, you need to let them have a decision. But you need to know where both ends of those forks go.
You need to have a plan for both sides.
Yeah. So, I mean, I was like, dude, I'm proud of you. And I even told him, I was like, I'm going to talk about this in my podcast because he listens, but I was like, I'm going to talk about this. I was like, I'm not going to use any names, but I want to talk about the situation because I think it's like, he has that charisma. Like he could do it. I could never do something like that. I can't. I'm not pushy that way. Like, I'm just like, okay, whatever.
I feel like you would be like the spy kind of salesman where you'd actually be, someone else would be trying to sell a product and be like, no, don't even screw those guys. Let me tell you what's wrong with that product and why this thing's awesome over here.
I couldn't even do that, man. I couldn't be a salesman at all.
I think
because the moment someone's
but I feel like you can accurately critique things like on the spot pretty well, and then so they just be like, "Oh my god, you're right. Let me go over here."
I think just my I have like a crippling. I don't even know what the word for it is, but like I feel the need to be liked all the time.
Right.
When someone's not interested in what I'm talking about, I'm like, I don't really want to do this anymore. I'm done. I don't want to do this. Yeah. Like.
Well, I feel like it may not even be that. It's just like adjusting to the mood of something going on. I was like, if someone stopped being interested in something, why am I going to keep pushing that? Right. I'm going to switch it to something to keep the mood up and just to keep a genuine conversation.
But I can't just start talking about some random thing at a car dealership. Like I gotta
that makes the word genuine and accurate.
I can't be like, oh, so what are you guys just playing for Friday night? Like you want to go like get some drinks or something? Like,
well, not necessarily.
So me and my wife think you're cute.
Are you into polygamy?
No, have a drink. Call me Cosby.
Which is funny because I actually know two, like, I guess couples. I guess you have to refer to them as couples. Two couples.
Swingers?
That were swingers, you know what I'm saying? But they're both in. They're both in. So like, I got a good Uber story one day. Hey, I'm telling you, bro, it's about swingers and shit. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. I'm thinking about those other swingers. But anyway,
carried up in the swinging.
The other ones, I know two couples outside of Uber people that
not inside
are
one.
swingers, you know what I'm saying? And they're both from the car industry, you know what I'm saying? Like the car industry. I think it's a weird thing with that type of personality that it kind of takes for you to, you know, do really well in some cars.
You know, when I think of swingers, I kind of think of car salesmen.
You know what I mean?
Like
you
that kind.
You have to have the same charisma. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. It's the same kind. You kind of have to carry yourself.
So I feel like a news announcer kind of. I'd be like, by the way, me and my wife think you're very attractive. It has that like charisma kind of like gesture to it.
Yeah. Breaking news, me and my wife think you're cute.
Breaking news: there was a thunderstorm happening down here.
There's a rainstorm in my pants. So let's just move on to something else. I'm done with mine. So
yeah, my issue with stuff like that is just like I'm such a kid in a candy shop kind of person when it comes to doing any kind of shopping. I don't think I've made a shopping list in my life, and if I have, I've never looked at it.
Yeah.
I went into Walmart the other day, and I went into Walmart for trash bags. And I left.
Doesn't everybody?
And I left with two Wi-Fi adapting LED strips, a Google Nest HUD, a Google Nest Mini, and then I left with a trash can. I left with potatoes, and I left with coffee.
Where were you at in the store?
Like
that is so.
It's like when you're going in for a specific thing, why don't you just go to that aisle? Because you know Walmart, the Walmart hole is real. You know what I'm saying?
Like you can't go in for a clear example, you can't go in for a $15 item and leave with $15 item. You got to spend at least $100.
And probably didn't even get the trash bags.
No, I didn't. I had to go to Dollar General.
Exactly.
And at Dollar General, I didn't even buy the trash bags first. I bought the cheese sticks. Yeah, I spent $119 at Dollar General the other day just because I was like, oh, I could use this and that and that. Well, I got kitchen utensils. Oh, yeah, I got steak knives. I got plates.
Fucking steak knives, dude. That's what
every time I go in there, I'm like, I'm just going to get pop. And then I'm like, well, now I want a Monster. Might as well get some beer while I'm here. Those headphones look nice. I should probably buy those too.
So the funniest thing about my place right now is that if you guys don't know, I live in a single wide trailer, and I now have 4 sets of LED strips and then old school tube lights. And then I walk home and like I can open up the door and Google me. So it's like the most posh poor man living you can do. It's like, welcome to my tree, and walking in, Google's like, hello, Jacob. Welcome to your home. And then starts playing, like, I don't know, Marvin Gaye.
It's so posh that if more than one person is in there,
you're legally allowed to get naked and get on my bed, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, the second one of those people are probably going to get molested because there's no way you can't touch the other person.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Yeah, that was like I made like a trap in the apartment, like when we first moved in, you know, I was like all like bachelor mode and all that shit. And so I kept buying stuff for the apartment, but everything was just in my room.
It paved the way to the bedroom.
Dead ass. So then I ended up having the bed. Dude, I have a fridge in my fucking room. I have everything in my room. Okay?
This man's trying to control people like they're an NPC in Sims. They're like, no.
Yeah. And so like I'd like meet somebody or something like that, and I'd be like, you know, yeah, we
a refrigerator's blocking your path.
You know, we can go back to my crib or whatever, but I don't.
But everything's in my room, so you're gonna have to.
I don't have any furniture, so it's literally just Netflix and chill.
So you're gonna have to like lay in bed with me and stuff. So
I feel like I
have no other option.
I'm definitely doing dating in hard mode, living in a single wide trailer, trying to explain to people
in the boondocks, like you're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, if I send some of my to Lala.
Oh yeah.
No one knows where that is.
Yeah. You know where that's at?
I don't know where Allen's Point is specifically, but my parents live in Talala.
I'm sorry.
I lived in Talala for a while.
Yeah, but like, if I send someone my address, they probably assume I'm going to be taking them to a cabin to butcher them and then sell their toes on eBay.
There's like nothing around it.
There isn't, no.
Nothing. And
I mean, my neighbors are scared of the government.
You live right on the lake, like, so you could just like dispose the body pretty easily.
Very easily. So if anyone's curious,
so if anyone wants to date me,
yeah. So if someone walks in I don't know if everyone gets this, but I have the thing where like the second someone walks in my door, no matter how it looks, I just start apologizing for things. Like even if someone gets in my car, like I'll keep my car clean, and then someone will get out and be like, I'm sorry. And like the entire time, it's just like looking at everything. I'm just like, fuck.
I have 3 kids. My truck is never clean.
Also, if anyone comes over, I mean, it's just like you're just like kids. Yeah. I'm just like me.
Yeah, all you're gonna say is like I'm a big ass kid.
I'm take care of myself. I'm sorry. I just generally don't like when I breathe, so this is what I do to my floor.
I have no idea where my trash can is. Yeah. So everything kind of piles up right here.
Yeah. If you're hungry,
honestly, my bachelor lifestyle was pretty much the same way.
Yeah,
like
it's like if you're hungry, there's 2 Doritos behind the pillow.
Beer bottles and pop cans all over it.
I do have like that random spurt of energy like 2 times a week where I'm just like, I think it's just self-hatred where I'm just like, man, fuck me, I need to clean.
Mine was like twice a month. Stupid. Like twice a month I'd be like, I need to get this whole place cleaned up. Like I couldn't do twice a week, that's too much.
Yeah, it's not even a motivation, it's just like me looking in the mirror and be like, God, you're so stupid. Just clean the house, David.
Well, dude, hey, it's just funny too because I mean we've all obviously been there in our own shape or form anyway, you know. But it's like the same shit with like my sink over there, you know what I mean? Like those are dishes from like, I'm just gonna be real with you guys, from like 4 weeks. You know? And the only reason I started doing it, I know you can because you got, you know, like you said,
it's like a day.
Like, well, see, I can't pull that off because I don't have that many dishes.
Yeah.
You don't have a big enough sink.
Yeah. I don't know.
You put like a plate in there and it's full.
Well, no. So going off of last week's story about how I lost like water and electricity.
Yeah.
I used my bathtub for washing the dishes.
Nice.
The propane water heater to the water.
Honestly, you should probably just continue to do that. There's a lot more room.
Yeah. Now I have a new water heater. I might just bathe with the dishes and we'll both just get clean.
Just scrub it up everything. You know. Get the dishes in yourself.
It's like, ooh, am I dirty or am I clean? Nobody knows.
I can smear old spaghetti on myself and just clean it real quick.
I will say, I'm moving up in the world. I own 4 bowls.
Oh my gosh.
And 5 plates. And I don't mean the smoking bowls. I own 7 of those.
Yeah. I own 7. There's more of those than the actual bowls. I have...
Ironic, because only one of them can actually bake.
I have like 12 bowls and like 14 plates.
Yeah,
but we actually buy paper plates because we don't want to do dishes.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We have like actual plates, but we buy paper plates because I'm like.
At least paper plates can fall on the floor.
Yeah, well, I mean, sorry, our other ones are plastic.
Oh, okay.
I have kids. I ain't getting porcelain.
I'm not getting ceramic.
I'm not getting
fine. My kids get plastic.
I'm not getting fine china. Are you kidding me?
Nah, definitely.
They can drop that crap everywhere. It's fine. I do have ceramic bowls. But those are just for me.
So I noticed like
they have those little they come with those little cloth things that go
in. Ones are mine.
They come with those little cloth things underneath them, so if the bowl's hot, you can just
yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Hey, those are badass.
I know.
Are you talking about? Wait a second. Are you talking about those like?
It's like a pot holder, but it's like
a bowl holder, a bowl pot holder.
Yeah. I have.
Yeah, those are crazy.
Those were we have 4 bowls like that.
Yeah.
And those were just for the adults.
Yeah.
AKA me.
Yeah.
My wife doesn't even get them. She gets the plastic.
All mine, I noticed, are like a hodgepodge mixture of like people, like for instance, my neighbor, she cooks me food. Like she's making us jambalaya right now because she knows that you guys are over here. You know what I mean? So,
she got beer?
Huh? She's got beer. I know she's got beer. She's always got beer.
Well, that's like pre-family way to have like. Well, it's like once you get like an established family, that's when you get like the matching stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But like before that, you don't.
That's when you get the combos and the bundles.
Yeah, that's when you get like the box of plates.
Hey, baby,
the 15
we have to
set.
take a break for a minute. On me.
I didn't stop recording.
I didn't either. I'll just cut it. I'll just edit it all out.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, it's like the
Bachelor way.
Yeah, the pre-established family lifestyle. Like, because I was the same way. Like, I just had random stuff everywhere. Like, nothing matched.
It's just
have matching bowls, matching cups, matching plates.
Yeah.
Now, my son, when he eats yogurt, he just throws away everything, including the spoons. Yeah. So we bought like a pack of like 46 spoons. We have one.
Yeah.
So that's cool. It's really fun when you want to eat something with a spoon and you don't have any.
I think that there's something like haunted going on with silverware in general, because I don't care how many times I bought like a silverware set or whatever. It's like it's me by myself. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll eat my food. Like I have like TV trays or something like that, you know. And so those are the only spots. I have like 2 specific spots that I eat at, you know. And then I'll go back in after I'm doing my dishes and all that kind of stuff. And then I'll notice that like now all of a sudden, like if you look in my silverware drawer, I got no big spoons. I have all my little spoons because it comes with like kid set and a you know, adult set or whatever. So I have big spoons, big knives, little spoons, you know, little ones, little forks, big forks. And
Is
all
it
of
really
my big
kid
spoons
set,
are gone.
or like I've never
Or
understood
like a little
why
tiny...
there's 2 different sizes.
Well, because I mean, a kid is, you know,
but
their little hands are tiny.
I don't think they make it for kids. I think there's like a legitimate reason why they make the smaller ones. But I don't know.
I mean, I know that there's like dinner forks and salad forks, which are smaller and bigger. But I'm talking like, let me just show.
No, I know what you're talking about. I just don't think
it's
that
too
they
late.
make it for kids. But I don't
if it's made, you know, if it's made in China, it's for kids by kids too.
I mean, so you're telling me that this damn spoon is not made for a kid?
No. Like
that kind of just looks like a regular kind of like a yogurt spoon.
Yeah, I think it's. I think one's like a soup spoon and one's
I think that's like the only. I'm pretty sure that actually is the only spoon I ever used at the age of 15 to eat my yogurt.
And your ramen.
And yeah.
Ramen with a spoon?
I mean, I think he did. Yeah. I don't. I eat with a fork like a normal person.
And then I made it to Japan and I used chopsticks. And now when I talk about going to Japan, people just think that I really like anime.
Yeah. Dude, I still can't use chopsticks. I have I don't even know what's going.
Are you good at chopsticks?
I'm very good at chopsticks.
My youngest daughter can use chopsticks. She's 6.
Really?
She's like, Dad, can I use chopsticks for my chicken nuggets? I'm like, no.
My fries, dipping her fries.
She's like literally wants to use chopsticks for everything. Yeah, but I'm like, kudos to you for knowing how to use it, because I'm 31 and I can't use it.
No.
She's way too charismatic for her age.
She's way too book smart for her age.
She like it kind of scares me sometimes when I talk.
I book smart because common sense smart is not necessarily there.
I mean, because her age.
Her mom.
Yeah. Not fair.
I mean, she could drop something and she'd be like, Dad, where did this go? I'm like, it's by your feet. She'd look up. Like, what? Where's
she's playing the long con.
I'm like, by your feet. Oh, my feet are on the floor. Yeah, I know. That's where everyone's feet are.
I feel like sometimes she knows that she's being like super adorable and she knows she can get away with something, and she'll come up to me and she'll ask me something and she'll be like, yeah. And she'll just give me like really sad eyes. I'm just like, you stop that shit right now.
My son, he's gotten to this point right now where like he doesn't want to go to sleep at a decent time at all. Like he'll stay up until like 2 a.m. And then
he'll wake up like 6 on the dot.
Well, it's okay. So I don't know exactly what time he fell asleep last night, because I fell asleep pretty quick. But he came into our room at like 6:30 and like crawled into bed with us, and like he was awake.
Yeah.
But I know, by the way he was acting, I knew he did not get enough sleep. So I was like, you probably stayed up. But I don't know how to, like, no matter what we do, he'll just like lay in there and cry.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, we would like literally go in there and turn his TV off, take his tablet away, all that stuff. Like, he can't watch anything to keep himself awake.
Yeah.
But the other night, I was just about to sleep. It was like 11:45. I was like, okay, I really need to get to sleep. I have to be at work at like 5:30 in the morning. And I hear him with a roll of tape, like pulling out the tape. I was like, Oh God!
This son bitch will find anything.
The kid is 11:45, completely dressed up like Batman,
Nice.
mask on, everything. I guess he had a batarang, and it was like a foam one that he I guess ripped a little bit. Yeah. So he was getting the tape to tape it back together. I'm like, dude, it's 11:45 at night. You have to go to bed. Go put jammies on and go get in bed. I was not expecting to walk in the living room.
I'm in my jammies.
Dad, you go to bed.
Where are the gummies going?
I was like fully not expecting to walk into my living room seeing Batman.
Yeah.
I was expecting to see him like in his underwear, like just doing whatever, but he was like full on Batman, had the cape on, everything.
Yeah, I can't gauge on what he is.
That kid is too charismatic for his own good.
Yeah, it's a mixture of charismatic and he just unending energy.
Yeah.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop ever.
Because I can remember like around that age when I was like I would get tired. Like I would have a lot of energy, but like I would crash. That kid's just doesn't.
He never stops, dude.
Like, I feel like when he grows up, it's going to be the opposite though. Because usually you're the opposite of when you.
Yeah, like he's just going to be like never come out of his room, just like always taking naps.
Yeah.
He'd just be like his mom, like.
He's gonna come.
My wife loves naps. Like if you give her an excuse to take a nap, she doesn't even need an excuse. She'll just be like, I know we have about 400 things to do, but I'm gonna go take a nap real quick. And I'm like, how do you take so many naps? I can't take a nap.
Well, I can't.
Killer.
I can't take a nap, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
If I lay down, I'm asleep.
You know what I mean? Like no matter what you're doing.
Like,
no.
Right now. You know no. I mean, like if I'm going to take a nap, I'm not going to take a nap. I'm going to go to sleep. Like I'm going to be asleep for 8 hours, or I'm not going to go to sleep.
Okay. So
I just can't take a nap. Like once I see the sun out or like light, I'm up. Like I can lay down for hours and hours and hours, but I'll never fall asleep.
Yeah, I have to like if I eat a lot, dude. I don't care where I'm at. There's no way, dude. If you eat the right amount of something, you know what I mean. Dude, you
think I don't eat the right amount of something?
Okay, I mean, touche. I'll give you that. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Something about it is like I don't know. If I eat something, like we're going out and we're doing something, and then I just end up getting a meal, and then I get like too much of a meal, then I'm like immediately tired.
There is something magical about eating a lot of food and then like just laying on a couch.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, the whole time that I was thinking about.
I can tell he's new to this.
This is my first time, guys. So you're gonna have to.
This is a podcast.
Yeah, it's just
all the shit that you hear in the background and all the interruptions and everything. That's on me.
Yeah, that is just it's there's something about that feeling. It's just undeniable that the second you eat a big meal and it's like dusk out and you just lay down, or it's like plain midnight and you lay down, it's just like fade off slowly.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with like laying down after you eat a lot of food. I can do that, but I'll never fall asleep.
Yeah.
Unless I eat at like 11:30 at night and like eat like a 4-course meal, then yeah, I can fall asleep after that. But
hey, speaking of eating, I don't know if we could get sued for this or not, but I'm gonna go for it. Can we do something?
So you'll take the hit.
This is
cool.
This is on me. Would we be able to like do an eating contest? I'll just do it like that. Will we be able to do an eating contest on our show that has to do with like temperatures and stuff?
I mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
You just can't have like a label,
right? But
so
we can still be doing the same idea though.
No, you would just have like if it was like from an actual like restaurant that had a label, like a brand name,
right?
You have to like cover it up or put it in a different container.
Okay.
So we couldn't just get a bunch of Big Macs in the Big Mac container and just chow it down.
Put it like on a plastic plate or something.
And call it like the Fat Mac or something.
Yeah, you just call it cheeseburger. Like you don't have to.
Or the Mac Daddies.
No, these are the Mac Millers.
But are you talking about like peppers or like food?
Like food with sauce. You know what I'm saying?
Are you kind of like talking about when they do like the podcast where they continuously eat hotter and hotter wings?
Right.
But, like are you talking about wings?
I'm just talking about wings. You know what I'm saying? But not necessarily wings too, because I was like sushi. I like sushi.
I love sushi.
I'm not doing what I know. I think I know what you're talking about. I know I'm not doing that.
I'm curious.
You're gonna have to expound on that later. But what I'm talking about now is it's the same principle. You know what I mean? But I saw it done, and they were putting sauces and stuff inside
their anus.
Inside the roll. So there's like the sushi roll, right? There's a sushi roll, okay, and then you just put it in the middle.
In the anus, yes.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Right in the blue.
Penetrate,
yeah. And you put it in there, and so you don't know what sauce it is or anything like that.
I don't like sushi, so
then you can step out. You can step out on this one. You can be the
or we could just find a different type of food.
No, it's got to be something hidden though, so we got to hide it.
Okay, like a hot dog.
Well,
I mean, all we need is like
a hot sauce filled hot dog.
Yeah, like or a corn dog.
Hey,
we could do. I mean, we could do weird stuff.
Yeah,
you can do it into a pickle.
You can do a freaking donut.
Yeah.
Hot sauce filled.
Get a bear claw. Oh yeah, get one of the ones that are already cream filled, and then fill it.
Okay, so we'll get the cream filling out.
No, I wanted the mixture of the cream.
Oh, the cream would make it less hot though.
Yeah, it would make
it cream, which you're probably good at. So just suck out the cream.
Suck out all the cream.
I didn't even mean to set that up. It just like once it came out, I was like, I have it.
It was too good of a moment. Yeah. I mean, that's what they call me in college.
You do what you're best at.
It's like bloody sausage,
and you just inject the hot sauce into it.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as we don't show labels, then we.
I'm saying. Cool. For stuff like that, I'm the biggest bitch, but I also have said on camera multiple times in the show that I will do anything for money. Well, actually, just anything for views.
I mean, I still have to make the 20-ounce hot beef juice for you because you said you could do it on the camera.
20 ounces of hot beef juice?
Did I say that?
You did say it.
I'll do it then.
I have.
If I said it, I'll do it. I don't back down. Once I say something, I'm like,
almost puked from it.
And then I asked for another one. It took me a while, but I'm like, I could do
it. Just for me swallowing that one.
Well, just because you went like, whoa. And I was like, oh.
Swallow, bro. I don't know what you want.
It's got something about that noise and then knowing what the liquid looks like. It was just disgusting.
Oh, shit. Okay.
No,
all right. Well, that's the podcast.
Okay.
It's over. No, yeah, I'm like the biggest little girl when it comes to like spicy stuff or things that taste bad. But then once it's over, like my mind's just like, it wasn't that bad.
Like
I'm just a drama queen.
Spiciness, but I don't like eating spicy foods of foods that I like because then
it ruins the like. You're just
I like the flavor.
Yeah,
and when you eat too much something that's too spicy, like it takes away the flavor.
Well, okay, so yeah, I see what you're talking about. So like
hot wings, like I don't want like the super hot wings, but if they got a little spice to them, I love them.
Now we could get some level 10 beef curry.
Level 10 beef curry.
So in when I was in the Marine Corps in Okinawa, there was like one place that we would always go to.
Isn't curry Indian food?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't question it.
Okay.
But so there was a lot of Indian restaurants.
Thought maybe you went to Bangladesh or something.
But
is that in India?
What?
Bangladesh? Is that in India?
That's India.
That sounds about right. Yeah,
I think so.
Oh no, I might be racist. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Bangladesh.
Okay, so that's him. Well, he can
India.
Or
is that Indonesia or what is Indonesia?
This is what I meant. Is it Indonesia, India? Is it some? Because I thought when you said Bangladesh, I immediately thought Middle East, but I guess India's kind of between
Middle East.
They hate that though because they're just like no, we're Asian.
Yeah, it's like.
Well, I mean, technically,
even though half of them are Muslim and half of them are Hindu.
So is Afghanistan.
That's true. Technically, Middle East isn't really a thing. They're all just Asian.
Yeah. Well, technically, yeah.
Because they're not a continent.
No.
There's no plates that separate them.
But there's not, yeah, the continent is Asia, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
It's just. They
have their own shit.
They really did, yeah.
Now that I think about it, I mean, shit.
I was about to say something really mean.
I mean, technically, we're in North America, but we call ourselves the United States. Like, that's our country.
Yeah, that's true.
And like, we don't call ourselves North Americans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is weird because I watched a show about that where people would like go somewhere and be like, "Oh no, I'm American." And they're like, "What do you mean? There's two of them?"
Yeah, there's South and North.
Yeah, but it's weird because
and then there's Central.
I guess technically, yeah. I don't know why I said technically because yes, there is.
Well,
I don't know why. I was like,
it's not a continent. It's just what they call themselves.
Yeah.
They call themselves Central American, which is like what, like Honduras and
people who aren't racist enough to be Americans but aren't hot enough to be Brazilian. Yeah, we just stick them right there. Hot enough, yeah.
Okay.
Brazilians are hot.
Oh, decent.
I mean, I think it's just like any other country. I think you're seeing the hot ones, but you're not seeing the freaking gargantuan monsters that are there.
Oh no, I kind of think like the more places that have like that high humidity is like people look better because it's better for their skin. Like their skin doesn't dry out like an old leathery man.
If humidity is good for your skin, I don't mind being ugly.
Honestly, yes. Because when I was in Pensacola, Florida, I felt like I was walking through a swimming pool.
I'd much rather be okay. Well, first of all, if we're talking about humidity good for your skin, Pensacola is not a good example.
I can taste the air.
I saw a lot of uggos in Pensacola. All right.
Yeah, but Florida's an exception. Because Florida's Florida.
Florida's a trash can.
Florida's it really is. You know what I'm saying?
Florida's like the sweaty taint of America.
Absurdity.
I can't break that. So I will say someone who
my soft voice, I have soft skin.
so
she said,
I have soft skin.
No.
I didn't hear that conversation.
No, Chris, the next little paper. She said that you had a soft voice.
The guy haven't seen any natural soft skin. That would have been creepy as hell.
Every time I play video,
that's like one of those phone calls he was talking about earlier. Like, just so happened to hook up on one time. I remember him. He has soft skin.
Yeah. So as we were talking about off camera about like our own voices.
Yeah.
So like for me, it's just every time I hear my voice, I realize it doesn't like my voice can't go high pitched. I had a lot of vocal damage when I was in the Marine Corps. So if I even try to sing high pitched, my voice it's like an on-off switch, just shuts off. I'm just like, in anything I try to sing, but I can like sing low, but like I also can't. So like I don't have a deep voice.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like I can't tell if you are just like a middle-aged man or if you're just a 13-year-old who really likes to smoke. I'm just like kind of.
Like I have a deep voice, and I know I have a deep
voice. You do, yeah.
But like, I always feel like I have some like weird whine behind my voice. I don't know why I'm doing this. It's just like this.
I understood what that meant.
Like, there. Like
when you hear a kid scream, like,
yeah. Well, I always feel like there's a whine behind my voice.
Yeah.
But like when I listen to it, like from an audio file of any kind, I don't hear it. But when I talk, I hear it.
You know what I kind of think it is that it's less of you hearing it, it's more of you feeling it.
This is literally not anything anyone wants to hear about, by the way.
I don't care. It's like I think you feel it, and like you kind of feel it.
Like you hear yourself differently, just like you see yourself differently than everyone else does.
It's the same thing. Like if something hits you, like you kind of like your brain kind of thinks you hear it, but in reality you just feel it on your own.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing of like when you hear like certain like little breaks in your voice. In reality, it's just the air moving that's like vibrating.
Well, they say that you're like 2 times more attractive when you see yourself in the mirrar than what you really are.
God damn.
And I was like,
I'm really
man, I am screwed. Well, how am I married? How did I get married twice? I don't even think I'm attractive. Like when I see myself in the mirror, I'm like, ooh.
But if you're in a gas station bathroom, you're 10 times more disgusting.
Maybe it's the opposite effect. Maybe if you think you're ugly, you're like actually 2 times more attractive.
Yeah.
No. I've seen some people. I've seen people like, I'm beautiful.
No, listen. All those people, when those ones that you're like, oh my God, why would they wear clothes like that? They're thinking they're attractive. So they're not as attractive as what they are seeing.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm talking about. The mirror is making them, they think they're like twice as attractive as what they really do.
Yeah.
In reality, you're like, oh God, what the hell are you thinking wearing that in public? Right. Like, when you see like a 300-pound woman like wearing like short shorts and like a tube top, I'm like, what are you doing?
I mean, yeah, just kind of.
It ain't cute.
Yeah, I'm not saying. I understand where you're coming from. It's just like this is probably be controversial to women, but like the whole Lizzo thing, like that Lizzo chick.
I know.
You know what I'm talking about. And she's like really into that whole like she's fucking sexy thing.
Yeah,
which is cool.
She's a big girl,
empowering to women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But she does the same stuff.
Yeah,
she'll go to like the award shows and shit.
But see, I don't think it's cute.
Okay, so somewhat off of that tangent, did you see the Cosmopolitan thing of like they were saying that all size is? Well, neither do I. Neither do I. No, but it was a big. It's a big
we went
thing.
back to this topic off camera. Like 2 out of 3 guys are gay. We just found out the one.
No, so I was going through.
Nobody gets gay people, by the way. Yeah. Be gay, do you think?
I was going through all of my memes that I go through because I have nothing else to do with my life, and everyone's hating on the whole Cosmopolitan, saying that all sizes are healthy, and they were just showing like all sizes of women.
That's definitely not true.
And and that's kind of like because it's just playing off of the like all sizes are beautiful, but now they're really saying that like all sizes are healthy. It's just like stop influencing people to just not try and just be like, oh my god, because I don't know. I hate when someone like flaunts it as if it's just like they're better than me because they're beautiful.
Be comfortable.
It's like
be comfortable, but like
don't attack people because of the fact that like you think that they think they're better than you.
Yeah, like back to what we were talking about last week was just be a good person. Like just why are we? The country is so full of hate right now, and it always is around election time and all that. Like a couple months afterwards.
This one's a little bit crazy than usual.
Yeah,
this one.
Due to recent events, I think we can say it's a little bit crazier than usual.
A little crazier, just a little bit. But I don't want to talk about politics, and I'm going to for just a smidgen of a second.
You say that, and I get your Twitter thing.
I didn't do it. I didn't post it on Twitter. I posted it on Facebook.
Was it on Facebook?
I didn't post it on Twiter. I never post on
I
Twitter.
got the notification. I was like, all right, this right. I don't talk about politics.
It's my probably like one and only post.
Well, first off, 100% agree, and I guess it's already politics when you're not really picking a side. It's just it's about politics, but it's not what people like side like choose a side.
I saw someone post the same people 4 years ago that said he won't get over it are the same ones not getting over it now.
Yeah.
But that's one side.
Yeah.
If you look at it from the other side, the same people that said that's not my president are now saying he's your president. Get used to it.
Yeah.
That's why I hate politics, because both sides don't look at it from the other side. They just pick the side and they attack the other side without knowing the other side at all.
Okay.
And you look like a moron. And then when you get both people that are doing that, it's just like two morons yelling at each other.
Okay, so
it doesn't make any sense. That's why I hate politics, because that's precedence. That's people
running almost over the free world.
That's candidates when they do their debates. It's just two people. It's just like two kids yelling at each other. You're just like, I don't want to hear it because neither one of you guys makes sense.
Looking at the camera angle of him trying to watch the screen, but his face is also in the camera.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to all this. I'm just trying to see how it all works.
But this is all.
This first one will be rough. But, right?
Yeah,
that's okay. What do I mean?
But so after that, because I watch a show called The Patriot Act on Netflix, and you don't like politics, and it's literally all politics. Not politics, but worldwide issues that usually go down to its roots of the fact that it's not being fixed because of politics, right. Which is the root of pretty much every issue.
Yeah.
Because every issue is rooted in politics at some point because something has to be fixed.
At some level.
Yeah. And he was talking about how elections, the reason elections can't work the way that we do it is because when it was it's a two-party system. It's just basically a football game of you pick a side, one team has to win, one team has to lose, so you're going to pander to your side because, you're not going to give because it's easier to go attack, and find bad things about one side to make one side look evil. What?
Attack, great band.
Oh yeah,
it's a very good band for a few albums, and they kind of dropped off.
I don't think they've made an album in quite some time.
Yeah,
I guess it has been a while since the last one, but that different things.
But we digress.
It's so much easier to make one side look like they're pure evil.
Oh yeah.
And then to make one side be like, oh, God sent him. And then when God didn't like him, they made a shittier version. And they put him over here.
Here's the thing is, like, I saw someone comment on a post of politics. And it was like...
Still on politics.
Yeah, we're still on politics.
I'm not done.
It was like, once everyone stops treating Trump like he's God, like, but you guys are doing the same thing for Biden right now.
Yeah,
like everyone's thinking he's God.
The man that can't put a sentence together unless he takes a Vicodin.
But I mean, that's why I don't like politics, because, and I don't know if it's just me and the way I view things, because, yeah, the way you put it was two football teams playing each other, but when you have two football teams playing each other, I can always look at the other team that I'm not rooting for and say they have a great defense or they have great wide receivers. I can see the good in their team. I don't know, it's just like, oh, they suck. They suck.
That is what like 90% of football viewers say, though.
I know it is. And that
same thing with politics.
People that it's the same thing with politics.
It's the same people, bro.
Yeah, it's closed-minded people that can't view the whole picture. They're very narrow-minded.
The biggest thing that makes me mad is like a family of one side. It's just like my father was Democrat and his father before him.
So you can't think for yourself.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh yeah, really? Tell me their policies.
Yeah. So you can't have your own independent thinking. You have to go based off of what everyone else.
I was watching it was a TikTok of a guy going through Omegle, and he was wearing a Biden hat. And he was going through one of Biden's policies, and he was like, "Do you support it?" And it was like these three like copy and paste white women, and
cookie cutter white women.
A boo Starbucks cup, and they were just like, "Yeah, we support that." And he's like, "That's funny because that's Trump's policy." And it's just like,
that's what I mean. That's what I mean, though.
It's all popularity, and you can't. The worst thing is that because it's a two-party system and one side has to win, your only choice is to like pander to that side because you don't want to be on the losing team.
Because they don't have the independent parties set up to ever win an election.
No, they've
because
I think it has like one. I think no. Because I know Roosevelt made his own, and his didn't win.
So we know Kanye was in the election, right? Yeah. He was a candidate.
He was indeed a candidate.
He was only in like 17 states.
I think he got like 8%.
Yeah, there's no way he could ever win. No matter if everyone from those states voted, there's no way he could have won.
Yeah, I hate that.
There was also a candidate, a freaking asteroid. That was a candidate.
I
people wrote in. There's no way you can win. There's no way anyone but the two-party system can win.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's really sad that there's even
make it a four-party system. Have a battle royale. Whoever wins, they're president. Boom.
Take him to the gulag.
Take him to the gulag.
Because a lot of people were saying that the three, like, we need to refine the three-party system.
We do need a third party
because you can't. There was something going on. There's a different way of electing where you do it. You have a list, and you do it in order from your most favorite to least favorite. And a lot of states actually do this for the representatives, where they say, this is my first pick, but if he doesn't win, this is my second pick, third pick, fourth pick. And what that caused is actually a lot of groups were getting together, so they'd be like, husband and wife be like, well, if you don't pick me one, pick her one. And if you don't pick her one, pick me one. So it'd be like 1, 2, 2. And they'd be like, either way, you're going to get like these policies, these are what we support. And they were like, a bunch of people that are actually moving up now. And I think that would be...
Yeah, it's called bringing your country together, which is what every president does.
Because every election is just war between this side.
Every
pure
election
evil
is dividing our entire country.
Yeah. And that's it gets worse and worse.
The opposite of what we're supposed to be doing.
Because once you...
Something controversial kind of happens every time. like shit coming up, and it's always an issue. And then now all of a sudden, it started with the whole Corona thing, and then it expanded into something even bigger now. After it's all over, then there's all these recounting and all this, junk instead of just. Go ahead.
Oh no! So nothing about kind of what you were saying. So I don't want to go on a conspiracy theory because this isn't really a conspiracy as much as it is. This was what I don't think Trump said it directly, but I think people said it about what was going to happen with the election. They were like, "Watch, this coronavirus is going to be really bad this year, and the second Biden gets elected, we're going to have a vaccine." Yes. The day after he got elected, a vaccine was amazingly out.
Little magical video.
It was either same day or next day.
If Trump would have won, we would have still had it.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think we would have.
I think we would have.
I think it would have been fun.
No one would. It would have been downplayed so hard.
Absurdity.
Tinder wasn't around when you were single, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes. Well, I was single for a brief.
Tinder, plenty of.
I feel like Tinder was new when
It doesn't matter. Tinder, plenty of fish.
Yeah.
There was one of those. Plenty of fish on those for sure. But I match with the chick or whatever, right? And if within the first 10 messages I just whip out my dick and send a picture of my dick, I'm a fucking weird. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But if you rolls reversed and then she shows you a picture of your, some boobies, then you're just like, hell yeah, I'm gonna marry her. You know what I'm saying?
In all honesty, like recently with how the times have changed, there's been so much of like men getting tired of just being like, oh yeah, men will sleep with anything, like men would do anything to see you boo. There's been so much on that. There's actually like a large percentage of guys that like if a woman immediately starts talking sexual to them, like on Tinder, they'll screenshot it and then immediately they'll pull a woman move of screenshotting it, deleting it, and then posting it online.
Are you talking about yourself again?
Well,
keep going, bro. It keeps going right back to that. Actually, guys, if a girl sends me some titties, I'm gonna post that shit.
Well, no, there have been matches I've had before where they were just like, do you want to come over to my place? I'm like, no, I just want some coffee. Like,
exactly.
I'm like,
well, that's the stage that I was at now. Like, I got back on Tinder after my last relationship. Just for the fuck of it, because I'm bored. You know what I'm saying? I don't have anything better to do. I might as well. And I troll. I like trolling. So I troll. I troll really hard on like Tinder and stuff.
It's funny since I first mentioned that he catfished me.
Yeah. I troll really hard. You know what I'm saying? So,
I don't remember what age I said, but it was probably like above 18.
You said, yeah. I think it was. Sure it was. Yeah. I think it
was. Put it like Alexa saying like 18 above where I said.
Yeah.
I was going for the standard like the
18-year-old.
For the 18-year-old. For legal purposes. Because you've heard of the TV show? Is it the TV show just called Catfish?
Yeah. Catfish the movie and Catfish the TV show.
It's the movie?
Yeah, bro. Catfish the movie. It's about Neve, the main guy. It's about his.
There's a main guy? Is there a storyline to this?
Yeah, really? Is there a storyline?
You guys never watched Catfish?
Is it like Cops the movie and like follows Stan the officer?
You know what I'm saying?
He goes through his character arc through chapter 3.
Yeah. But it really does. His story was the movie, okay? And then that's how he got the idea after his personal experience to start doing the show.
Oh, so it's like that the paranormal group, was it like a Ghost Adventures the movie?
Yeah, one of those.
I never saw
that was actually that's the really cool one where he actually gets a ghost throws a brick at him.
What?
A brick levitates and gets thrown at his head on camera. What? Watch it, yeah. It's crazy. It was literally on national news. I love paranormal.
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that because I had an idea and I was thinking, dude, what we need to do one day is we need to go to like Pitcher or Skeety. Have you ever been there?
I've looked up
They're abandoned towns, okay? And then so like Hism used to be in Sand Springs. And it was an abandoned mental institution. Okay? Dude, you had to sneak in obviously, and it was next to the juvenile prison out in Sand Springs, like on the backside of Sand Springs. But anyway, it had like 20 different buildings on this compound, right? You had to get through the gates and everything. And then once you go out there, there's 20 different buildings. Dude, there's a big auditorium in there. Dude, the people's like medical records and stuff were still in filing cabinets and all kinds of stuff. And it was spooky, bro. It was like a humongous school, basically, school/hospital. And they had the morgue in there and everything where like they put the body, like it had the trays, and you can pull out the trays and like lay on the trays. It was sick, but they leveled it. Anyway, long story short, we need to go to like a Pitcher or a Skeety or something. They're those abandoned towns, and
is it legal to go there?
It is legal. So it's
abandoned towns are weird that way,
right? Because technically the town is abandoned, but there's still like 4 people that live there, so it's still technically a town. Okay, so as long as you're not. If you go and for instance, the first time that I went, we got pulled over. We went late at night, and we got pulled over by a cop. And
I mean, Domino's delivery.
Yeah. Hey, y'all, order the pepperoni.
Yeah, I'm Fred from down the street. Just want to make sure you guys weren't up to no good.
Yeah, but anyway, then that's what he said, and the cop
he said he was Fred from down the street.
No, that he was just checking in on us to make sure. He was like, "Hey, look, you're not really supposed to be out here past dark. What are you doing?" And we had our cameras and stuff, and we're like, "Oh, we're just kind of filming around." I was like, just trying to get a little spooky vibe for tonight. And he was cool about it. He sat down with us. He showed us where all the like scary stuff was, and he told us we can't go to the school because the school is an old like SWAT training facility. So it's like that's what they do there.
So that's the last thing you want to be caught right in the middle of.
So that's the first. Naturally, that's the first place we went. Yeah, yeah. It was cool, bro. I mean, there was.
I mean, if it's legal, I'm okay with it.
Legit, it's not
the
illegal.
moment it's not legal,
it's not illegal. The worst they can do is a no trespassing, which tells you to leave, and then you leave.
Okay,
cool.
That's
you
cool.
can't get arrested for being there.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
It's not like a banned house or government property.
Right.
It's owned by the city. I mean,
so we could like. Are you saying why? Okay. Why are we bringing this up?
I just for content. I think it's a cool thing.
I didn't know if you were like trying to talk about doing a show there or just like recording.
Well, I mean, fucking that would be dope, but I don't know how we could set all this shit up.
So
generator.
I talked about this before.
Generator.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, but you can do like a chest microphone.
Yeah.
Like just a portable microphone. There's Bluetooth.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, we should do something like that. Get some fucking headgear. A GoPro or whatever, you know what I mean? At least one of us with a GoPro.
I would say you guys should buy it because that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's no reason why we should spend like $900 altogether.
No. Yeah. No, but something like that, and then to where we can at least record our voice or something, so we have notes when we get back. We can just drink a little bit, smoke a little bit, and kind of break down what we should include in it or whatever. And I think it would just be cool little like snippets.
No, I mean I'm down for it. Yeah.
Plus it'll be scary stories. Apparently there's a kid in Skeety that will like come up and talk to you and everything, bro. Like after the things that I've read and stuff.
I feel like my fight or flight, I'll either run screaming or try to puncture that kid.
I hope you run screaming.
Yeah.
That would be the best thing ever.
Yeah, I think for sure.
Literally, it's my eyes.
Yeah.
Just because
I'm telling you.
I think he's the flight. I don't think if his eyes are watering from it, I think he's the flight.
Yeah, or he's so ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's crying. He's so ready to fight. Hey, bro.
I'm like a ground attack fight, and I was like,
just really emotional about fighting.
It's 100%.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will if I have to.
I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm a Marine, dude.
If I'm by myself, I'm the biggest bitch, and I will run straight to the front door. If I'm with people, my mind's just like, no, you're not a bitch, be a man. So I'm just like, I'll kill you.
My mind is like straight to like skeptical. I'm like, do I walk in there or no?
Right. Well, that's like where I found Just Frankie at. You know what I mean? Just Frankie was chilling at the.
Oh, you can't see me.
Kitchen. He's back there now.
I thought you were playing my computer.
No, Just Frankie. He's behind the computer.
Yeah. I was like, he's like trapped in there now.
Yeah.
If anyone, since you guys can't see it, it's a clown.
And I thought it was it.
Yeah. No.
I didn't know what. I just knew it was a clown. I didn't really look at it.
It's a porcelain clown that sings.
Yeah.
Basically.
So
like a jewelry box.
It's like stereotypically hot.
Yeah.
Porcelain clown electronics, and anything that can sing.
Right.
Or make choice.
Yeah. Like jewelry boxes, those are usually
The
haunted.
worst, the only thing
old ones, not like ones you just buy from Walmart today.
Yeah,
Like,
the only thing that would be worse is a porcelain cracked doll that you pull a string and it whispers like
the eye just like flutters on its own.
So I have such a bad habit of, I guess it's not a bad habit, but I watch scary videos all night, most nights. I have a guy I watch named Artie Kicks, and he does scary reaction videos.
Yeah.
He finds he does every Monday and Friday he does a live stream an hour or so of it, and I just sit there and he does so many doll ones.
Yeah.
Because you'll sit there and you'll be like, if that's fakes, that's high production.
Yeah.
If that's not fakes, that's irrefutable proof.
Yeah.
Because a lot of it's stereotypical, half the head they got the wall and back. I'm like, all right, if that's happened 1,500 times and they all kind of look the same, I'm gonna be like, okay, no. But there was some I've watched, I'm just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And even the ones that are the scariest, I just sit there. Not the scary, but the ones that are the stupidest, but are well put together, a big jump scare. I'm just like, well, that was stupid, but you're really dumb, man.
You guys heard of McCamey Manor?
Yeah.
The what?
McCamey Manor?
No.
So it's like a really controversial, haunted attraction, basically. And so what it is, apparently he'll give you $10,000 or something like that if you can make it through. Okay.
Sign me up.
Huh?
Sign me up.
Bro, so listen though, okay? I need you to do some research on this.
I will do anything for money.
I'm telling you, bro, there's a reason why nobody has ever made it through. You know what I mean? But it's like a torture chamber, basically. It's not what you think about a scary haunted house, going through corridors and getting scared.
Oh, okay, yeah. Torture. No.
No, it's like a dude, and he just basically tortures people.
I think I've heard of it, yeah. There's like a 15-page release form or something?
Yes,
yeah,
dude. Yeah, it's like a 15-page release
I won't do it.
I mean, I will stay any haunted place for any amount of money.
No, we'll never do that.
But that...
I would want to do it, but I don't...
They can do physical bodily harm to you.
Yeah, they can rip your teeth out. They can do... Yeah. They can cut your ears off. Mm-hmm. They can do all kinds of shit.
They can do whatever they want.
Because nobody really realizes everything that it states in that thing. So if you're getting really close to the end and you're not budging, they're gonna start ripping your fucking teeth out. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna amp it up because they can literally do whatever they want to do.
How is there any legal document
release form?
It's a release form. You can sign a release form for me to fucking beat you within an inch of your life. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. If you sign the release form,
if you sign a contract that says, yeah, you're allowed to do that to me, it's legal.
Yeah. And think about it like this: it's all things that he'll do to you that are non-fatal. So he can't say, sign this release form, you're not ever going to make it out of here because I have a gun right here at the very last bit and I can shoot you in the face. You know what I'm saying? But he can do shit that makes you think. I mean, think about it.
You'll be like, this guy might accidentally.
That's what or not even might accidentally. This motherfucker might be for real. You know what I mean? He might be just a killer.
To the door and he'll just chop your head off.
He just might be a killer. Exactly. You know what I mean? Because they were doing some crazy stuff, you have to watch the videos of it. It's intense.
I saw pictures. I read through all the things. I will never do that.
Yeah, a buddy of mine did something.
I thought you meant a legitimate haunted place.
No, a haunted place. I'll do that in any amount of money. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what it is.
And then you said torture, and I still hadn't really put it together. I'm like,
well, when you said torture, I immediately thought it was a torture chamber at one time, and that's why it was haunted. But then you started saying, well, I was like, oh yeah, I don't know.
I think it's really legitimately a torture chamber.
Yeah, it's bad.
You rip out all your teeth. I mean, because think about it, you're sitting there and you're like, oh yeah, I'm about to make it. It's bad. You've been choked out. You've been half drowned. Some other shit. So you're freaking waterboarded and all that kind of stuff. Maybe sliced up a little bit or something, get kind of creepy. But then, then
this guy walks up with pushes you against the wall with a pair of pliers and just rips the tooth out.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I'm not doing that.
Yeah. Hold you down and put you in those stockade things, you know what I mean? And just rips your shit out. Yeah, I know. Oh, fuck yeah. And then they stay there the whole time. I mean, I just don't.
Maybe that's the trick. Maybe that's the trick no one's tried. Call him daddy.
Call him daddy. Oh, he's like, yeah, daddy.
Yeah.
You know, shit like that. Yeah. Every time he rips out.
More daddy.
Please, do it harder next time.
That's probably what he would do. He'd probably cut out your tongue.
He'd probably cut out your tongue. Or stab your eyeballs out or something. Oh, God, dude. Don't even give me that. You know that feeling that you get in like your that feeling you get in like your balls and stomach when like you don't is that cringy?
But that's actually like
it's like an inside. Yes, it goes right to your nuts, dude. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The root junior, like it's just not.
It's not even spine. It's literally like the neck, like here down.
Yeah. Like everything tightens up.
It's like that's where the nervous system is for them.
That's the same thing. I have the same feeling when I see someone get kicked in the nuts. I'm like,
Well, you know, back in the skateboarding days and all that stuff, you know, you watch Bale videos.
Just got that same feeling because I'm thinking about the skateboard.
Dude, I tried to clear this gap one time. It was in Claremore, and you know what credit carding is, obviously. And so, yeah, dude, I fucking went and took this, and it wasn't like a big one. It was like a 2-foot gap maybe, but it was like a 2-foot drop too.
All right.
You know? And so, but anyway, I went and then the board just went credit carded, and I just landed on it, and it went right in my like gooch, you know what I'm saying? It was like bah, like that, and the tip of the board broke off, dog. And it was like I hit so hard, I was like, oh.
So
for like 30 minutes, man, I was laying there crying.
There was like they were doing construction. They were building like a new housing development, and they had a dump truck out there that was empty. Yeah, nothing was. So I was literally trying to do tricks out of it.
Yeah,
same thing happened to me. Credit card off the back of a dump truck.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Like I couldn't move for like 45 minutes.
Yeah. You know, I really hate that I look at so many memes because I just can't hear dump truck. I feel like she has a dump truck over there.
The meme master over here.
I can't hear a dump truck. I can't hear anything like that. I just immediately go into full on just 14-year-old chat and just be like, absolute unit, dump truck, dump.
You know, it's funny. Like I hear a lot of people my age, like using like the slang, the younger slang. Like you. I mean, you've done it. I've heard you do it a couple times. I can't physically bring myself to do that. I don't know why.
It's like,
I can't sound cool saying lit.
Yeah,
like I just can't do it.
Hey, you're straight in dad mode, bro. You go, this shit is lit.
That's how I am. Like
it's the cook.
Yeah.
Like I can't do that. I can't do it.
Barbecue is lit, fam.
But I can definitely see walking out. You go, damn, dump truck.
I can't bring myself to do that. Like I don't sound cool doing it.
Yeah.
You have to be doing it ironically.
I think it would have to be like an ironic, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody would know that you're just being dad mode.
I also never said any of that unironically. I feel like every time I've been
mine's totally ironic,
And like me as if saying like I know this sounds like stupid and cringy.
Yeah, mine's totally like always sorry, I'm like messing with stuff. Mine's like always ironic.
Absurditee.
But so someone threw something at me today because she's pregnant, and I enjoy pissing her off because she's pregnant, and I find it amusing. So I was sitting there, and every time she'd say something, fuck you. It was exact words.
She said that?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
Every time she talked.
That's when I thought you were getting more and more mature. Get proven wrong.
The pink friends. So I'm sitting there, and it's probably funny for the first 15 times. It's funny for me for like
yeah.
But it only gets more funny the less funny it is for her. Just because I know eventually like she'll throw something. And then she takes like this big bag of salt, and I can't remember. She like launched it. I smack it on. I looked in her eyes and
and I cut you? The bag of salt did?
No, this happened.
Oh.
What?
What the fuck are we talking about? About the cut. Yeah, that's what I thought.
It didn't hurt my hand.
Oh god.
No, so I saw a spider. Like that.
Oh, wow. You should have stuck with the bag of salt was the reason why it happened.
I saw a spider guy.
I got scared of the
I
spider.
saw the spider like, underneath where the new water heater is.
Yeah.
And so when I go to sleep, I usually take edible just because it really like helps me knock out. But when you take edible, like if that gets interrupted in the process of you hitting the peak of it, you're just up. And then like as I'm about to fade to sleep, like I'm feeling good, I'm cloud, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just like, I am. So I get it right now, I'm walking about, and I look down, and I just see this 8-legged abomination just scurry so fast right across my foot.
Ugh.
And you know how I have that one heater?
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
Wooden heater.
you know what?
That's a fire hazard.
You know that fucking heater I have made out of just like some plywood?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
So I keep that. It's plugged in the bathroom socket, but it goes through the bathroom door into the hallway. I call it the hallway. It's the hallway entrance.
Your setup is exactly how I would never want my house, with the bathroom connected to the kitchen.
Dude, your setup is exactly how I would never want to live, bro.
The bathroom is literally separated from the kitchen by a door. Like, you're in the steak and someone's taking a shit. Like,
Alright.
you're like, is this steak so bad? Or
If your bedroom door is open, you can see from the bedroom.
you don't have a bedroom door.
To the shit.
You have a bedroom curtain.
No, I have the two sliding doors.
Oh, yeah, because it was built in. It was not originally there. It was originally just a curtain that slid over.
Potato talks, right? Google talks to me each day. It's fine. Because so I look at it, and my first instinct is like, what the hell? So I jump back, and my heel hits the metal frame of where the sliding door goes in the bathroom, slips on that, and then my palm just goes right into the corner of the one here, and like just full force right into it. And it actually broke off part of the plastic that was covering it, so I broke off the plastic, went right into the wood, and the heater went across the floor because, the momentum just shot it across the floor, and then I hit the back of my head on it, and then I'm trying to catch anything in front of me, and there's nothing, so I'm whirl occurred.
That panic, that last minute panic. I know I was going to hit me in the
I
face.
like how intense your stories is. This is all based on the fact that you got scared of the spider.
Well, no, this was all mentioned because I thought of clapping and I found that the salt in my hand.
Yeah.
And I said, apple.
The moral of the story is you got scared of a spider and caused injury to yourself.
The moral of the story is I know my friend.
I don't think that's the moral of the story.
And I'm hitting enough to make them mad to the point they'll throw something at me.
You could probably just leave pregnant out of that statement.
You know, women in general, it's kind of disgust me.
Men he loves.
Now that guy that shows up at my house and flashes me every day, that's a different story. Or Ryan Reynolds.
Only Ryan Reynolds. Not Gilbert.
Yeah, okay. He called the cop on him.
Still take Gilbert.
If he never is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my dick.
Do you like the penis? Yes, Gilbert. Now see you.
Do you remember when Gilbert got a free narrated of 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
That was probably one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen someone read.
So you have a game?
So
we were never going to get to it until I said something.
The second we stopped talking, I looked at you and I'm like, we have to get to it somehow.
that was
I even looked at it.
I know, I saw your eyes look at it. I was
He
if I don't say something, you're never going to get to it.
So you introduced me to a game. So it was kind of like for introduction.
Yeah, introduction, interviews, stuff like that, yeah.
Icebreakers.
And no, what better time than when we have a new person podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
What better time?
what better time?
What better time than now?
And what better way to get to know someone than to know what they would rather do compared to something else? So
I'm also playing this game, even though I'm not new, but I'm still.
Yeah, we're all playing.
So
Because I can't just be put on the spot like that.
Well, you can.
I'll freeze up.
All
Bro.
right. By the way, he's just the one playing now.
Fuck you.
I wish you would have
Fuck you, Cameron.
Really hardball questions. How many felonies do you have?
Okay, fuck that.
What's the purpose?
How many gay experiences have you
Actually,
had? That's a question for you.
How many tattoos do you have? I actually am curious about that.
That's not one of the questions, by the way.
Yeah, probably not.
Would you rather tell me about that or shut the fuck up?
No, at this point, I can't really.
Okay, I wasn't gonna go that far, but of course he went there.
What's sad is that's a reference from like a place called Game Grumps, but no one's going to get that reference because it's such a small community that it's just for a song. I just said that out of nowhere.
Game Grumps?
The gay community.
Game Grumps, you know who that is? It's a Let's Play channel. It's like a 52-year-old stoner.
That sounds like something you'd be into.
An old man watching a little kid draw anime.
Okay, well he's in his late 20s now.
Okay.
He knows
Not when he started. He's watching grown
no
up.
one I was intrigued.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Now that age worse than a Kevin Spacey victim.
Oh my gosh. That went better than expected.
Let's put that to rest faster than Bill Cosby did.
So I snorted too hard on it.
Can we just title this episode Jake Takes a Hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
We can.
That's a good title.
Yeah, and we'll title it. I'll make a note.
Beaver Takes a Hole.
Yes, this was going to be Beaver Takes a Hole. I almost wrote Jake. I'm glad you said that.
While we take a minute, this information.
Beaver digs a hole. Bam. We're good. That's the title of the next episode. I'm not gonna lie, 3 people is way more fun than 2.
I'm not even trying.
Well, we have different, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, from three angles, and it's pretty cool because you guys can have a conversation about something, we can have a conversation about something, we can have a conversation about something, and then we can all have a conversation.
Well, jokes definitely hit a lot better when there's more people.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like if I just sat here.
Like I couldn't have made the gay jokes because
No.
it was only just me laughing wouldn't have been.
and there's
funny.
extra setups and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Your brother.
yeah, everybody would be like,
Good boy, Beaver.
This way, I'm like, yay!
Next shirts I'm gonna make, I'm gonna put our names on the back. So yours is gonna have Beaver.
yeah, that's
We
cool.
gotta come up with nicknames for everybody.
Yeah,
So far, you're Beaver. We got nothing else.
there we go.
So.
Okay.
Alright, so I have a couple of these presets. The best ones
Okay.
I find so far is a lot of them
Okay.
really sucks. I mean, no one cares about. Would you ever have a caramel apple or chocolate strawberry?
Chocolate strawberry.
No, I agree. Chocolate strawberry.
100%.
Chocolate strawberry. Yeah.
You know what? Actually, I want to talk about it because people love caramel apples. I'm just
I don't know why.
It's like for one, you try to buy into it. It's like all over here now because it immediately.
Not only that, but who
Also,
wants to go?
Also,
For 20
you
minutes.
get
And then
one
you-
second of caramel, and then it's just an apple. It's
Yeah.
just an apple.
Yeah.
The apple overpowers the caramel so much that it's not worth it.
Can you boil an apple and then actually have it soaked into?
I don't think so.
I don't.
The shell of the apple will
What
protect
is,
it.
what is a deep fried apple taste like?
I don't know. I've never had one.
Can you deep fry an apple? Or
You can
just
deep fry
shrivel it?
anything.
I think it would just shrivel up, right?
That's the state fair. They deep fry everything.
They
If you
deep
deep fry a
ice
banana,
cream.
they can deep fry a banana. You can deep fry an apple.
Bananas don't shrink. You're not a white man in the woods. It's winter.
No, yeah, I guess they would. They would just have to put a. They would have to put a.
If you
Like a
flash fry
crust,
it.
you know. Yeah, like an outer.
Yeah, if you
Batter,
put the breading
you know
on
what I'm
it,
saying? Yeah.
you put the breading on it and flash fry it.
Yeah.
It's got the breading becomes the. I don't know why I'm doing this.
Well, I mean, because dropping it from it.
No, but I don't know why I did this.
Oh, I know the
Were you about to clap?
What?
Were you about to clap?
No.
Oh, you were like... Like, I was like, we're already back. I don't know. We don't need to clap or nothing.
Doctor said I had it, so...
Yeah, well, it makes sense. All the gay sex, yeah.
It's just all the homosexual sex I've been having daily.
Yeah. Well, at least you admit it now.
First question!
Okay, yeah, let's go back on that. We need to get some Adderall or something for us, boys.
So this, I don't know where this came from because I haven't found another question like this. This is so hardcore. Would you rather use lotion that has bug guts in it, or shampoo where the main ingredient is pig blood?
Okay. So lotion for my whole skin, like my just body lotion, you know what I mean? Like I'm just lotioning down.
I mean, lotion, yeah, body
with
lotion.
Bug
guts.
Black man in winter.
Right. Okay.
I don't know what that means, but...
Ashy.
Ashy.
Oh, okay.
See, that's how we know.
Yeah, that's how we know you're racist.
That's how we know you're racist, bro. You were trying to pretend that wasn't on your mind.
No, wasn't on my mind.
He's gonna be like, what's the whitest thing I can say right now?
No, I really didn't know what you were talking about.
It was actually really good. Do you know who Bill Burr is?
Yeah, I love Bill Burr.
So, because he talked about how he has a black girlfriend and how he was just like, it's like, I never use lotion. And then there was like ashy. He's like, what's ashy? And then, like, you would see like their elbows, and then she scratched his arm, and like it's just flaky, and that's ashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
I
didn't know.
As a single man, if anyone comes over to the house, you just can't have lotion.
No, because then everybody just assumes you're jerking
Well,
off.
I mean, if you can, just don't have it out.
You have to have it in like in the bathroom, and then still.
Yeah.
Like,
Not in the bathroom.
Well,
You gotta like hide it in the closet, dude. You cannot have it out.
Yeah.
But the more you try to hide it, it's like the bigger risk of when they find it. They're just like, wait a second.
Why is this bottle of lotion underneath the bed?
In the sock drawer.
Yeah.
If you put it in the top of your closet in your bedroom, then that's their problem for going in your bedroom.
Yeah, okay. But so.
Like, what are they looking for? That they're walking into your bedroom closet. Unless you tell them they can go get a shirt.
Since I basically live in a
That's your
studio
own fault.
apartment, I have one in the bedroom
Yeah.
that I forgot about because it kind of like blends in with the shelf. And I have a CBD one that I have from a hair salon. And I have that next to my computer, which is...
I wonder what that's used for.
The gay porn.
I think so notice like 95% of everything I do is between computer, fridge, and bed.
Yeah.
So like, besides bathing
Yeah.
and cooking.
Bro, the hole's too deep. Like, don't. Just quit trying to dig yourself out.
I'm gonna go make it to the other side eventually.
Okay, so.
Anyway, back to the
question.
yeah.
Lotion with bug guts or shampoo with pig blood?
The main ingredient is pig blood. It's not just pig blood, but the main ingredient is pig blood.
I'm taking the shampoo.
I mean, I'm gonna have to take the shampoo because I put it in my hair and then just lean back and let it wash out. That lotion, you're gonna put it on you. You're gonna have bug guts on you
And they say
all day.
Also, so pig blood is a liquid.
Yes.
Guts are a solid thing.
No,
Right.
They're actually liquid, but whatever.
It's gonna be it's still gonna be a liquid.
No, your guts aren't liquid.
Bug guts are liquid.
Do they not have organs?
I mean, I think they have organs.
I'm pretty sure they're not just a shell with liquid like sloshing around. They have guts.
Liquid.
I mean, yeah, but it's still, but it is a solid. I see what he's talking about.
Yeah, because like your lower intestines are part of your guts.
Yeah.
That's not a liquid.
Well,
So it's
no, I know.
like your guts. Your
But
guts
an ant doesn't have a lower intestine.
they have organs though.
Do they?
Yes.
They have a heart and a brain.
And
I think
stomach.
Do they?
Yes.
They have to, I guess.
I think you have to.
Bugs are fucking weird. Yeah, I mean,
They have organs. It's just yours.
they're so minuscule. You don't even pulling a bug's guts out, quote unquote, is gonna look like a little just liquid anyway.
Yeah, so
It's
that's
all
what I'm saying.
minuscule.
Because it's
Yeah.
just.
I don't know.
And how do you separate the shell from the guts to
Yeah.
get it in the lotion? You
Exactly.
get some shell on you, and like that wouldn't be good.
But I see what you're talking about. It's just a liquid versus you are going to have residue. I'll put it this way, residue.
I feel like with
residue.
Blood being inside your own body, I know this is pig's blood, but I feel like blood being inside your own body, it can only do good for your skin. So even if it does run down your body, like I feel like it would only do good for your skin.
Think about how many moody teenagers would buy shampoo just because they're like, he pig's blood.
I mean, I'd do it now.
So metal, bro. So metal.
I'd do it
It's
now.
fucking, what would Cameron say? It's fucking lit.
It's lit, bro. I can't say it and sound cool. I don't know.
I know. I didn't want you to sound cool. I wanted everybody to hear that.
Yeah, I would definitely say shampoo just because.
Yeah, it's got to be.
For sure, yeah.
100%.
I don't use lotion either, so, like,
Yeah.
I'd have no use for it. I use shampoo.
I'm too hairy to use lotion. I can't put lotion on my body. You know what I'm saying? Like, I am covered in fucking hair. But,
So am I.
yeah.
So I thought of the next question, and I was like, all right, well, this definitely relates to you guys in some way because you both have kids.
Yeah.
So would you rather get a haircut from a toddler or have your thumbnails pulled off by pliers?
Oh, haircut by a toddler.
100%
Easy,
haircut.
dude. That's easy.
You're not worried about your ears.
Nah.
Nope.
No.
Are we talking about with scissors or clippers?
Just
says haircut.
It just says haircut.
Okay.
But I'm going to assume because there's some risk, because it has to be something equivalent to getting your thumbnail pulled off. I'm assuming they're using like they're going full on hairstyle, like
That's fine. I can literally just hold my ears.
Yeah.
They just don't use their fingers.
Yeah.
I mean, not if I do this.
No, I bet either way. I mean,
I think I'd go with.
I just don't care what would happen. I mean, that feeling.
I'm gonna give him one of those toddler scissors, like with the rounded end.
Yeah, if we can control that, you know, that kind of stuff, like the things that. If we can control all the variables, yeah. Nobody did say those are very vague questions. So
yeah. So
we can get how intense do we got to get?
Speaking of controlling variables, so this is 100% something else made, but it's a $1 million butt. And it's like a whole skit they did for a YouTube channel. And one of the questions was $1 million butt. There is a immortal snail is always chasing you, and like it just nothing can kill it. And it's always chasing you, but if it touches you, you immediately die. But I think they changed like $1 million. But
it would get you eventually, because whenever you fall asleep, it's going to get you.
Eventually.
But it moves at the speed of a snake.
Yeah.
So you tell me I could get it would be. So say it was here with me, and I got in my car and drove 500 miles away. It would still be moving from here. Oh, okay, yeah, the snail for sure.
Yeah.
How are they going to catch me?
He said yes. It's a snail, my guy, and it's immortal, bro. Imagine that. It don't matter how long it takes, bro.
You cannot stop its movement.
Well, I wasn't talking about dying. I just mean am I really going to have 14.5 hours to do that?
I gotta look something hilarious.
Like this is an intelligent enough snail that it knows you and it will chase you. So what's to stop it from attaching itself to a car or attaching itself to a plane?
I mean, that's why you got to check all that stuff first.
Yeah. So all that money, but at all times,
yeah, I'll take it.
The snail could be in your shoe.
I'll do it. It's worth the risk.
They actually
I was looking over your shoulder like, what are you doing? There's a snail after me. Like, how quickly are you put in an insane asylum? That's where you die. They put you in the insane asylum and you literally walk inside of a box.
And just shake around, it's a snail.
Like you see it slowly coming in the door, you're like, no!
Man, it's just those two antennas.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, that's where they get you. That's where you get got.
It takes a snail 33.3 hours to crawl a mile.
Have you seen this?
So if I drove 500 miles away and I had 1,500 hours, what did you just do?
Yeah, I literally just moved my leg and it just fell. It literally just fell.
There's the other.
That is not getting cut out.
There's the other one right there. Hey, dude, he's got to hold himself up by the arm.
Break my chair.
He literally just paused.
You owe me a chair.
I'm the smallest person, though.
You owe me a chair.
You can't.
Oh my god. We'll cut out this part of it, but we're not cutting. You've almost fallen.
Don't cut this. This is the blooper reel.
I can save this as the blooper reel.
Yeah, at the end of it, where you do all the credits and everything, just oh, you have to get the whole like, and like the beep when it like starts recording the action.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And it's like,
What you were talking about doing this?
It said you have to get the fuck.
I was like, what? A game of rock paper scissors?
Oh, did you guys watch the Nicolas Cage swear word show on Netflix?
No.
No, I just saw it yesterday though. I was like, the history of swear words or whatever.
I loved almost every episode except for when they talked about bitch, and the entire episode was just dedicated to saying that, like, basically men are like sexist.
Yeah.
Like above women and women are below. And I was like, oh, like I couldn't listen to it, but I'm just like, listen.
But the origination of the word, that makes sense.
And also, like, I agree with the usage of the word, but then when they started getting into, like, talking about how one woman calls it to another woman,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it's done, and I was just, the entire thing, when I was just saying that, I'm like,
We just gotta come to the conclusion that this world is full of double standards, and it always will be.
Yeah.
It really, and it put me off on a tangent when I was sitting there, and I was like, you know, like, you should never agree with somebody just because they're like the same group, like gender, race, or anything.
Was this tangent in your head or out loud? Because if it's out loud, I'm a little worried.
No. I was by myself.
That means it's out loud.
I said I was by myself. And
I was by myself with my bottle of lotion, I was by myself with my bottle of lotion.
I was just saying racist things to my Google Home, and it was, yeah.
Bottle of lotion in one hand, mouse in the other. We're good.
Being misogynist, being racist.
Okay, what's your next question?
Well, what was
I don't even know where we were. We're just resetting.
I had a complete thing about something else before that cheer book. I was about to go on a huge thing, something like I actually cared about.
yeah.
And now no one cares, so move on.
Yeah. So would you rather everyone think you're fake or everyone think you're shallow?
Shallow.
That's weird for me. Fake and shallow, you know what I'm saying? I think.
I'm trying to think of like what the real difference is.
Well, okay, so I'm thinking.
Like I'm assuming it's like everything they say is a lie. Shallow is just.
No, I think it means like.
Like you're pretending to be something you're not.
Right,
That's
you know
fair.
what I'm saying? Like,
Shallow
are
is
you
just like
doing
you're
that, or
natural.
are you pretending to be into, are you pretending to be into me because you know that by telling me the truth, I would seem shallow, right? Is that what that is going from?
Okay, so shallow would be like, oh, my brother died, and you'd be like, oh, okay, that's shallow because you're an asshole.
Okay.
But you'd be an asshole about everything. You'd never be able to be nice. Or fake. Everyone knows you're fake. Oh, well, he's acting this way. He's the opposite. He's the opposite way. So if you said, "Oh yeah, I love your show." Yeah. Well, I now know he hates my show because he's fake.
Yeah.
So it'd be that. Basically, everyone know you're lying all the time.
Okay.
Or everyone know you're an asshole all the time. I'd rather be an asshole. I'd rather be an honest asshole than a liar.
When people ask me nowadays when they meet me and I say something, they're like, I'd be an asshole. I am.
Yeah.
It's just being honest. Like, I'd rather be honest than be a liar.
Yeah,
no matter what anyone thinks about me.
So me being one of the only male employees at my work from the hours of 8 a.m. to usually like now 7, but it used to be like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
I've really.
What do you do? I don't even.
So I'm the cook at Sonic Driving right now, and also I do the delivery truck.
Oh, okay.
So I like how he adds the drive-in, make it sound more.
What?
I guess Sonic Driving.
Yeah. Most people just call it Sonic.
Actually, Sonic Driving is like 2.
It's drive-in.
Is it drive-in?
Yeah, it's a drive-in, not drive-in.
I don't know what I get drive-through.
They added a drive-through in some locations, but it's a drive-in because you drive into it. You don't drive through it. Now McDonald's drive through because you're driving through. You're not driving in.
I
I just thought it was funny that you added it in there. Most people just say I work at Sonic.
We know what it is.
I like to specify.
No,
So I like to let people know that I also do it.
Yeah.
I feel better about myself.
Exactly.
I feel like less of a bitch.
Shut up.
I mean, I collect quarters for a living, so I don't know what you want.
That's crazy, by the way, that you collected from here. I was like, that's a very small world, bro.
Yeah.
And that's weird that we haven't ran into each other.
I think it's weird that
outside all the
you know
time.
that he always comes right by you.
Oh,
And he looks through that window most days.
that's really weird.
It's not weird that we haven't ran by each other. I'm literally here for like 5 minutes. And
Yeah, and then you're out.
Like it takes me no time to do my job.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, your window's still just walking the bed.
Well, it's taped now, so now I can't.
So I
I
messaged you that while I was just sitting in my car, and I look up and I just see I see someone open up a window above me.
Yeah.
And I was like, and they literally open it up and they put a shampoo bottle to hold it open. So I'm like, wait a second. And like for a split second, I had the idea of like I can climb through that.
Yeah.
I had those split seconds of like, have you heard the idea of like I'm a better person because I think bad thoughts but I don't do them?
No.
Well,
I don't think that makes you a better person, though. I just think
There-
it makes you human.
It was a comedy routine somebody did. He was like, I think horrible things all the time, and I haven't done any of them. So I think I'm better than all of you.
I mean, you could look at it that way.
And he goes and he was
That's a
like,
positive way to think about it.
I would love to kick
Or you're just a normal human.
I would love to kick a kid, but I haven't kicked a kid, so must be a pretty badass
Do you know
dude.
who Anthony Jeselnik is?
No.
Yes, first off, that's the best comedian.
Favorite comedian is named Chiselnik.
Best name ever for a comedian. I heard that name and I was like, that's hilarious.
Bro, you are a suspect AF.
There's the Cameron, the lit guy's coming out.
I'm just trying to be woke over here, bro.
woke dad, dude. Woke dad.
You woke fam?
Hashtag woke dad.
But he has,
Hashtag woke dad, dude.
but all of his jokes are along the line of like really messed up stuff.
Yeah.
He has a joke where it's like, I have this neighbor who has dementia, and every day he comes to my house and he asks me where his wife is, and I have to answer him every day. Your wife passed away years ago, but it's worth it to see the smile on his face. His another was like, so you want to take? He's like, all right, I want to talk about something serious right now. He's like, with all the stuff going on nowadays, I hate that people get upset over the smallest thing, like, have you ever dropped a baby? The end of his joke, he was like, yeah, and I held the baby for like 40 seconds. Personal best. And then dropped the baby. But picked it up before anyone noticed. And it was close too. I had to run down 3 flights of stairs.
Wow.
Like all of his jokes are like that level. I think his show got canceled on Comedy Central because he had because he had a segment called a Shark Pony, and it was basically making fun of people who died from shark attacks. He's gonna have a shark come out and start dancing.
Wow.
Have you seen that new video game that's the Man Eater or whatever it is? And you're a big ass shark and you attack people.
Yes, you can literally get like a ball and chain strapped to your tail, and you can carry a sword and a machine gun. It's because it makes no sense.
No, it makes no sense.
Have you seen Goat Simulator?
No.
I had it downloaded on my Xbox, but I never played it.
It's because you're literally a goat. You go around and you like stick to people and you like throw people. And you just you gotta check it out. It's fun. It's stupid.
Right.
It's the stupidest thing. You look at it, but the entire time like you just can't stop laughing because of all the things you do. Like you can lick somebody and strap into something. You can strap somebody to a window and just watch them go around. You can fly.
Oh yeah, you can have like a jetpack.
You can turn into animals too, so you can get like a gorilla.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, God, it's so funny. What were you talking about?
We were doing that.
We were doing a game,
hard.
but we're never gonna finish it because
Yeah, we're never gonna finish that.
Next question. Would you rather intern for Mark Zuckerberg? Oh, that's it.
yes, that's how you say
The
it.
Zuck.
The
The
Zuck.
Zuck.
Yeah.
The lizard. Or Elon Musk.
Intern?
Intern.
Elon.
Elon, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
a cooler dude. Like you know what I'm saying?
Actually,
Like,
why would you want to be?
yeah, he would be a weird ass boss, bro.
Social media, like, what are you gonna do?
I feel like for some reason he'd sniff you.
Yeah, he'd be like one of those.
Not like on purpose, but he would just always.
I feel like Elon would like serve you a really good lunch every day.
Yeah.
If you
I don't know why, but I just feel like he would.
Interviews with him, like that guy.
Elon Musk?
He's down to earth, but when he talks, like you're like.
Now, if the question was Elon Musk or Tom from Facebook or MySpace, I'm taking Tom.
Yeah.
Tom
He's
100%. Yeah. I mean, he forced everybody to be his friend.
Yeah.
You could not get him off your friends list.
He was number one friend. Your family members section over here is like standing over here at the top.
Why kids Tom?
Why is Tom above me? I can't fix it.
We all love Tom. It's just so yeah, Elon definitely.
Yeah,
Just because he's also doing cool stuff. He wants to be an intern for
Facebook and Instagram, yeah, no thank you.
Yeah, plus then you'd be like,
for something like Facebook, I just moved to China.
yeah, you would be literally just Facebooking all day.
Yeah, which is what we do all the time anyway. So
well, I guess you guys.
Well, you'd probably be content moderation, so you'd be watching like hateful stuff all day.
Yeah,
like,
that's good.
Mutilations. And just
No,
people
I couldn't do it.
releasing the N-word because they enjoy being 13.
Yeah.
You were being what's with you and 13-year-olds?
The other one was 12 in his defense.
No, I think the first one was 13 from the very beginning.
And he's
I'm
just
right.
to dig one a little deeper. The first thing I said was, "You catfished me as a 13-year-old."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is it. That is true.
And the joke to go with the show Catfish that I never got into.
Yeah.
Joke.
I make way too many references that are so obscure that it's just gonna look like I'm just a really messed up. Well, I guess I am just a really messed up person.
Well, that's good. You know, we need that dynamic in it.
But they're all references
Right.
to something. I swear they're not
References.
references from my notebook.
From my autobiography.
So yeah, the book I'm writing. It's gonna be around there with Mind Comp and a couple of thoughts.
And a couple random thoughts.
You know that one?
Mm-mm.
It's an actual book. It's an actual racist book. Along with it. No, okay, so it goes along with the official picture.
You know the weirdest stuff, dude.
Yeah.
I watch way too much political stuff because it's so Patriot Act it's a dude, Masan Minhaj, and he is
No, we can't think.
he's Indian,
Right.
he's Muslim, which was a huge controversy over there.
Oh, okay.
And he's in America talking about Indian and Muslim politics,
Yeah.
which is really bad here and really bad there.
Yeah.
And he goes into that book, which is basically just racist against like Muslims.
Right.
So that's what ties it. So
Yeah, let's move on with the game. Getting sick of the tangents.
Go all the way.
I know. That's the problem.
Would you rather try escaping buried alive or escape coin maze with a murder on the loose?
Oh god. That's a tough one actually.
So I think definitely coin maze. Because being buried alive, you have to think of like, if it's just dirt, that's still all the weight of the dirt, and the fact that you literally have no oxygen because of how compact it is.
Right. I was about to say it's going to be so compact.
It's hot. You don't have any oxygen, and also you're just taking in your own like exhale because the dirt's right here.
Right.
And you're buried alive, like stretch your hands down here, you can slowly build up while you're suffocating every half second.
Right.
Or Jason's on the loose.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. Like, which one?
So it's Jason through a corn maze?
It's just a killer.
Oh, just a killer through a corn maze. Okay. Yeah. So it's Jason.
Something notorious.
Something can do Jason. That's fine.
Some naked hillbilly chasing you on that.
But if it was Ryle
Did I
Reynolds.
say female? You're assuming.
I didn't say anything.
I looked at your face
I didn't say anything.
and you're just like, of course. You immediately
when you say hillbilly, what gender do you immediately think? There you go. My assumption is true.
I've seen equal amounts of both.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
think all
not.
been pretty equally bad. It's just you hear more about the crazy guys doing it.
No.
Well,
Because they do the interesting shit.
the guys.
Like get naked and chase you.
There's one naked Florida man climbs through window, defecates on floor.
That's Florida man, not naked hillbilly.
What's the difference?
I was gonna say one and the same kind of.
It didn't say hillbilly.
Borderline Cajuns.
Yeah.
Cajuns.
When I was talking about, what were we talking about? I think we were talking about Louisiana. Or something about that. I was thinking of, you know who Tom Segura is?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love Tom Segura.
He was like, I know.
With your mom's house?
I no longer want to say the R word. Instead of saying the R word, I'm just going to say Cajun. Because he got like hundreds of thousands of death threats from Louisiana. Because he talked about Louisiana.
Yeah.
What's the R word? Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't know. I was genuinely curious. I wasn't trying to.
Are we talking about ribbons?
I was like, are you just luring me and just saying? No,
I was legitimately.
He is gay. I told you, dude.
Right, because you believe that now.
I was legitimately curious. I wasn't trying to bait you.
Yeah, because it goes into the whole thing of how I used to say retards, and it would offend the Down syndrome community because they're really intelligent people for the most part.
Yeah.
And he also went to Louisiana, and he didn't get any death threats from.
Dude's over here on a mic crunching ice.
Sorry.
You want to get a bag of Doritos too?
Put in some corn nuts while you're at it, bud.
Movie theater guys. Snickers man over there, just.
My bad, dude. My bad.
He was making fun of how like none of the Down syndrome community like sent death threats. They were just like, "Hey, like we appreciate you not saying that." And then the Cajun community was just like, you know, Cajun shit.
I love Cajun food.
Oh yeah, it's delicious.
Cajuns are delicious. Yeah, but those Cajuns are wild.
I had alligator at
I've never had alligator.
Oh, dude.
Oh, it's so good.
What's that there's a Cajun like Creole whatever place Nola's.
Language?
Huh?
Say Creole?
Creole, yeah. Like Cajun and Creole food, is that not the same thing?
I have no idea.
I don't think so, no.
Look it up, dude. Fact check me. We'll do that later. And then you guys will attack me for that one the next episode.
But
for right now.
Creole is a thing.
Yeah.
No, it sounds familiar, but I can't like.
Because I'm thinking of Europe.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking of
I think like Greece kind of like area.
Yeah, I am too.
He's looking at brain.
Hey, look, I don't care. Yeah, Creole food is a blend of various cultures of New Orleans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe because I mean
Cajun food.
French.
I think Cajun food is its own thing. Creole is the type of like. How do you say?
Not the nationality.
Not the nationality, but like the you know like they're like parishes and stuff like that. Like they're different areas of all of that kind of stuff. I think it's something like that.
I feel like Creole is more than like it's like French roots.
Yeah, like it's actual roots.
Because Cajun is just like.
Cajun, but I think that's the lazy French. Yeah, the lazy French. The lazy.
My favorite jokes from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Tyler, you're 16.
I'm so disappointed myself. I've never watched them. I see so many jokes.
Oh, it's so funny, dude.
I love it. Like I've seen.
That's Andy Samberg, and then the people keep telling me about. Yeah, people keep telling me about that.
Every actor, man, I've seen them do separate things. I love all of them.
The whole series is on Hulu.
Yeah.
See, but I already paid for everything. And did you see that Netflix is bumping up its price to $20 now?
I'm about to cancel it. I still haven't canceled it.
But did you see all the new shit that they're coming out with?
I don't care. It ain't worth $20.
I mean,
I can get Disney Plus, ESPN Plus, and Hulu for like way less than that.
Yeah. Well, I piggyback off of people's stuff, so I don't know why I'm talking shit. I don't even notice it. I'm just like, well, it's really cool though, guys. I'm not going to tell you which one of y'all's Netflix I'm taking, but I mean, it's a pretty good idea, I think.
I'm just showing you, everyone's just like, please, no. Alright.
I'm about to just cancel it. I don't care if my kids get mad.
Yeah, I have.
You know what?
I'm
You
on
want
my
like $20
drills.
a month, and then you can have it back.
Yeah.
Because I don't even watch it. It's
Make
just
them do-
they're the only ones that watch it.
They don't need it.
I mean,
I watch Hulu, and I only watch Disney Plus for The Mandalorian, and that's over.
Yeah, the second it ended, I just canceled it.
But I'm excited for the next ones. Oh yeah.
Such a good season.
So many different series coming out of that.
Out of the
I think that, like
Mandalorian.
the Obi-Wan one,
Mm-hmm. Obi-Wan,
Anakin.
Boba Fett.
because they're bringing back Hayden Christensen.
And they're going to do... I think there was another one too, but I can't remember.
Yeah, because they were talking about something about it.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them.
Yeah. There's like... I think there was 8 different ones coming out of that.
God, I can't wait.
Oh, it's
I
gonna be
hope
good.
they do it. Because
It's
I
gonna
know...
be
Isn't Ewan McGregor coming back for it?
I don't know.
I think he said he's coming back for the other one.
I don't know. Maybe.
That'd be awesome. I love it. People were criticizing the Luke CGI, and I thought it looked like... Wait, if no one said anything and you look at it...
Okay, first of all, I knew it was him from the moment he started showing up on that.
Start the fighter?
Mm-hmm.
See, okay, so...
I knew it was him. But then even when he showed up on the screen, I was like, oh my god.
So I watched it when it came out, and I watched it the night it came out, because we were recording at the time. But I was sitting there, and I already heard spoilers he was coming in, and then I was watching it, I don't know why it come between together, and I saw the fire, and I was like, interesting, I wonder who this could be. And I see a lightsaber, and I'm still not paying it, I'm like, what was that? I'm like, that's a
I noticed it from one thing. The glove.
Yeah,
The one glove.
the one glove.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see Darth Vader get his own.
That'd be cool.
That'd
That'd be cool.
There's so much of his character that, like, in comics that I would love to see.
I would love to see because he didn't get much. I would love to see a Darth Maul.
I thought they talked about like putting him in.
I think
Because he's been brought up. I think they were bringing up like we want to see this.
he just didn't get a whole lot of like. There was like no backstory to him or anything. Like it was just.
Well, there was never any backstory to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, they never made anyone.
Yeah, it was just. Well, he was just in that one movie, and then he was done.
Yeah, he was just antagonist.
Yeah.
He was cool because double silenced.
Because double lightsabers.
And I think that was like was that the first one?
The horns.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the first one that was raised too.
Yeah. Like he was a badass.
Yeah, but like I feel because they so underpowered Darth Vader compared to how they like talk about him. And every time you see him, I mean, he has like choppy movements and like he looks like he moves like an old man.
Yeah, just like.
He looks like an old man trying to swap punches.
Like you don't see him like doing like moves and stuff. He's just like.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has no shoulder movement.
It's like he's just.
Even when he's choking, it's just like.
I got you.
Yeah, I would love.
It's like the suit was so like thick that he couldn't really move.
Well, I guess he had like 87%.
I was about to say, isn't he like a cyborg or something?
Well, look at how fluid like General Grievous moves and like.
Well, he's full robot, and
Okay, but.
Well, he wasn't.
He's a fucking full ass robot, bro. That's why he can do that.
Turned into a bird marshmallow.
But technically, Darth Vader was after General Grievous, so he should have more fluid motions.
I feel like he was cheating.
I mean, technically he was made beforehand, but in timeline wise, he was after, so he should be more fluid than General Grievous. That was like doing flips and stuff.
That's what it is. Like, every time I think of those movies, General Grievous, like I always forget about them. I miss his scenes because he had cool scenes.
Yeah, he was awesome.
Oh, the negotiates.
Alright, let's continue on.
Okay, sorry.
We're never gonna get this done. This is gonna be like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So, would you rather rap battle Eminem or Drake?
Drake, I think I'd win. I think I'd do better.
I don't know if like
has he had like
rap battle, but like his freestyles.
No, but has he ever like had a rap battle with somebody?
Didn't he have beef with? He had beef with somebody. I know.
I feel like I'd walk away from a rap battle with Drake feeling like more of a human being than if I rap battle with him.
You're just like, I thought this guy's trying to insult me or
Like, that would just like completely destroy me.
Yeah.
I don't think I could take Drake when he puts on that big like. bird jacket. He walks up to you, and I'm like, oh, you're not.
If I'm trying to rap about Eminem, not only would I leave being a loser of the rap battle.
I don't think I would leave. I think I'm done.
But I would leave with nothing left in my body.
Yeah.
I would just be a soulless human being at that point because he would just rip it all away from me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like at that point that is his essence. It's just you don't talk about him.
Yeah. He would just destroy me in every possible way.
I feel so. I know you didn't know about the new album, or at least didn't listen to the new album. But so he puts out a lot of.
You know what's funny? Okay. I'm going to backtrack this for a second. I made a Facebook post back in, I think it was August. And I said, watch, after all of this coronavirus stuff happens, Eminem's going to drop a freaking album. He just dropped a freaking album.
Yeah.
I call it.
Yeah, so in the album, he redisses MGK, not only in a song where he says, is the beef with MGK over? Of course it is. I'm God, I'm the Lord, and the Lord forgives. That's funny. But also in the song Nat, he says people say that a machine washed me, and then it shows him washing a machine. I was like, okay. I was like,
in a music video?
In the music video. Yeah. Those songs, you have to listen to that album 5 times over, and you're like, oh my god, just the double and triple entendres that he puts. Literally, there was not a single line in that song that's not related to almost every other line in the song when it comes to what things are actually referring to. Everything's related. There's so many layers in every song. I was like, holy
I saw a thing that it was a picture of MGK with some female artist, and he was wearing pink clothes or whatever. And he said MGK is the only person that got dissed so hard from Eminem that he had to change genres completely.
It's alright. And then immediately, right after he gets dissed, he puts out an album for him playing guitar and he's all emotional.
Yes.
Get off your feet. All of his songs are just talking about what's going to happen to my daughter when I'm gone? I'm sad about a breakup. It's
well, hey, he's playing to.
Yeah, he has a target on it.
He does, you know what I'm saying, and he's playing correctly.
But Eminem also has songs that sings about his daughter and all that, and breakups and stuff like that too. So
it's when you get sense of feel of it, it's just there's two completely different.
Yeah, well, Eminem's
Eminem also is naturally just a dark person.
Oh yeah.
So when he makes
his upbringing,
yeah. So when he
have you never seen 8 Mile, bro?
You
haven't seen
I haven't either.
Are you guys serious?
Yeah.
Full respect for the production. I've seen clips of it, but it's just one of those things where it's just so talked about and
I've seen
so known.
I've seen snippets of it, but I've never watched the whole thing.
Like the Goonies, and people talk about the Goonies, and it's oh yeah, I know.
I know a lot about the Goonies, but I've never seen the Goonies.
Yeah,
I've never seen Scarface.
Actually, same.
The Godfather.
Come on, bro.
Actually, yeah, but I can get out the important clips of it and the best parts of it because I was raised with everyone knowing it, so
right. Everybody knows, say hello to my little friend.
Yeah,
Scarface. You know what I'm saying?
Saints once.
Yeah, that's a badass.
That's
a badass fucking
movie. When he kills the dude with the toilet. Yeah.
I've only seen Kill Bill once.
I've never seen.
And I think I just I don't think I watched it all the way through. I think I got bored with it and stopped watching it.
Well, just knowing that since we were talking about Eminem and stuff like that, that's a good movie. I mean, I'm not even really into that whole the idea behind the movie, his life or whatever. Mm-hmm. That's cool. It's a cool idea or whatever. But the rest of it, I mean, it's just even some of the songs in there are bangers and shit. I used to have the what's it called, the soundtrack?
Yeah.
To the movie.
I love Lose Yourself. That's a good song.
Exactly.
You okay over there?
He hit it really hard.
No.
Broke it.
Oh, what'd you do?
So, or is it just
or
being picked up right now?
How many programs do you have open?
1.
Oh, okay.
You working now?
Is mine getting picked up?
It's saying it's not going to. But it says
mine's running super slow, dude. So
but it says that yours is, but it shows his in normal time.
Oh, that's weird.
This might be one where part of it's going to be through his audio, and then the part that we lost is going to be your audio. Yeah, that's going to be
That's going to be fun editing.
But it's weird, my microphone's not off. No.
It's going to be fun editing all the stuff out that we can't use, like all this nonsense.
Well, I mean, technically we already have quite a bit of stuff that we talked about and got over with.
I mean, we have...
Technically.
So we had a 30-minute and a 40-minute.
So we had like a 2-hour show.
I mean, we had half hours of
yeah, we just
break it down to like an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, it's doable. Yeah.
That was a whole.
So we like gonna close it out now or what?
I had something I was talking about. It was something about the Eminem album.
Oops.
I don't remember what it was.
It's already 3 o'clock, so.
Let's. If you want to get through the rest of these cards,
let's do it quickly. Yeah. We won't go off on tangents anymore.
3 more.
Okay, we'll just focus and not go off on tangents. We got 3 more. We'll do the 3 and then we'll close it out.
Sorry, I'm doing since you have
I'm gonna change this that one, but I'm still gonna say like, oh, you know.
Yeah, it didn't require a console interview. Just an intro.
Yeah. Well, because if I can't use the music for the outro, which kind of bugged me out, but you can only use it for one end product. Or else I have to buy it again. I have to buy a whole other license.
Wait, well, one end product. I mean, the entire video is an end product.
So is like the podcast the end product?
Yeah, that entire episode is the end product.
So I can only use it for one episode at a time? Like I have to rebuy it every episode? No, I think the end product is like the intro. That's I can use that intro as much as I want to in a year, as long as I'm using it for the podcast and that's it.
I think what I mean is, like, you can't use it for the podcast and then go and use it somewhere else.
I can't go and use it in my stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that means that we can't use it on every single.
That's still the
right.
product. The end product is one podcast.
Yeah, but one podcast, but
is it one Spotify podcast?
You have to realize that it's not all like.
I'll have to read the email. Because I emailed the guy himself and asked him about it.
So actually, I'm going to read into that because I'm going to.
But the way he made it sound was like, as long as, because I said I was using it for a podcast, for the intro of a podcast, and he's like, yeah, that's fine. And I was like, I don't want to use it for the intro the whole time. He's like, yeah, you just have to rebuy it every year.
Okay. Alright, well.
Because when you think about, like, when it comes to, like, actually getting paid, if each place was giving us money, then of course they wouldn't be like, well, you can use a song, but how are you going to use a song somewhere else that's also paying you money? No, fuck you.
Yeah.
Everyone else.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. We're getting.
But I can also see that just being like, oh yeah, I mean, you own this music. One thing you can do here, like, maybe, like,
the podcast.
You're not varying from, like, there's a podcast, and now I'm doing a reaction to a music video.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm using literally.
In the background, I'm streaming.
I'm literally.
Yeah, that's right.
What I set up for the intro, what I talked over on the intro, and like that's it. I literally have that saved, so I can literally just put it in every single episode.
Alright, so, next question. Would you rather wear an XMS watch that does it all the time, or cheap watch that functions correctly?
Cheap watch.
Great, actually. Functions great.
Cheap watch.
I would say I don't ever look at my watch. So I'd rather just be like, Rolex, bitch. Yeah, it says 6 o'clock. It says 6 o'clock 30 minutes ago. I don't care. It's a Rolex. No.
I check this because I don't like to do that.
I'd rather have one that tells time because
Yeah, since we have phones now, yeah.
if someone was like, "What time is it?" and I'm like, "Oh, let me look at my Rolex," I don't know. Because
Then that's baller anyway. Because you're like, I don't know what time it is, but let me check my watch.
Well, first off,
say, "Hey, it's 3:25."
First off, it's just like, what time is it? First off, don't talk to me if I have a Rolex.
Okay, that's where he's
I'm
going.
not a watch like that, so
Yeah.
I'm just like, here's my Walmart one. It's 3:25. Have a good day.
Here's my Dory Explorer.
Here's my SpongeBob watch. It says 3:25
Yeah,
now.
I think because of how I am, I think. Fine, this is kind of like my middle point, right? It's not personality. But I got it just because it's kind of, it's a Galaxy watch.
Exactly.
I have a Galaxy phone, I have Galaxy earbuds, I have a Galaxy watch.
I have the Apple Watch,
Yeah.
and I use it when I'm at work. Like,
my girl's got an Apple Watch and it's badass, but I've never got
I don't
one.
do anything on it besides check the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it for situations like this. Like if someone's
Sometimes I use the walkie-talkie feature because that feels cool. I could be like, hey baby, what's up?
Well, if I'm connected to my phone while I'm driving and it's like playing music, I can just change the volume from my watch and that's convenient. Instead of plugging my phone, be like,
I mean, I can do it from my steering wheel.
Okay, so we got two bougie guys that want a badass watch, and then we got Mickey Mouse guy over there.
With my 2016 Ford F-150 that can change the volume from the steering wheel.
It's more expensive than
Yeah.
like my house.
I'm probably the same way.
If
I'm in a 4-bedroom house.
my house burned down, the house would be leased on one of those.
I live in a 4-bedroom house, and everything I own probably costs more than that house. Alright, so we got, what, 2 more?
Yeah.
Okay, let's knock these 2 out, and we'll get on out of here.
So, would you rather always have a runny nose or always have a ringing in your ears?
Oh, God. That's, I don't even know.
Well, you know the ringing in the ears, that obviously sucks ass. You know what I'm saying? But the constantly runny nose, especially with like beards and stuff, you know what I mean? Like it would.
I feel like the constant ringing in the ears would be less disgusting.
It would be less disgusting, but it would be way more distracting.
Well, not like it seems so like
It'd give you a headache. Yeah, it'd give you a headache all the time.
You would never be in a good mood, and you'd always be like that ready to snap on me.
I think I prefer the runny nose.
Yeah, you couldn't sleep.
Yeah, I think I prefer the runny nose. I can sleep with a runny nose. I'm assuming that means runny nose. I'm assuming. Oh, so that's the ringing of the ears. I didn't know what tinnitus was. I didn't know what tinnitus was. He said it, and I was like, I'm assuming that means the running of the nose. And then he started talking about the noise, and I was like, oh, okay, I mean the ringing of the ears.
The scientific term for earring.
Oh, okay. Posh boy with the scientific words.
Your science and your.
All right, last one.
Okay.
Would you rather piano lessons from Elton John or Billy Joel? One of them you might have be in the artist. I've seen teams of them too.
So that one definitely wants Elton John. That's a good question.
I'm gonna have to go with Elton John.
Yeah, I'd have to go with Elton John too, because he's.
I remember the show going like, for a song called Piano Man, the harmonica won't shut the fuck up.
No, I definitely have to go with Elton John.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like you'd give you more attitude for how you play.
Yeah.
I think he would just teach me so much better.
I think he would just teach. I mean, he's more. I don't know.
I feel like you'd really be that like the stereotypical bitchy gay guy.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's what you should.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going.
All right. So that was it. We did our first one with 3 people.
Hell yeah! Sorry about the ice.
But yeah, that actually went. I think it went pretty good.
I think it went cool, man. Now I kind of know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I can.
Yeah.
I gotta go get a fancy thing. I kind of want one of these so I can be like, and it'll be right here. I'll be chilling.
Yeah. $15.
Yeah.
$15.
What a good one.
All right. Well, that was it. So we'll see y'all next week. Thanks for tuning in, and have a good week.
Peace.
Love you. And that's our show. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you look for us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Search Absurditee69. That's Absurditee with 2 E's. You can also find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And if you feel like it, hop on over to that YouTube channel, Absurditee Podcast, and you can watch us as we go through the show.